Thanks for calling Wonderland.
Yes, hi. I just wondered if I can ask you a few questions.
Okay.
All right, so I've tried everything, and I heard that this could potentially help me with my ED problem.
Okay. I have no idea, honestly.
I'm not sure if you'd have suggestions on any type of strands that could help me in this department.
Honestly, there's like a lot of people use Dosis. They have a vape pen, and I forgot what the name of it is, but like I know a lot of people use it for all that good stuff.
Yeah, because if I don't figure out something soon that's going to make me rock solid, Pedro, if I don't sword fight with him, he's going to leave me.
Yeah, you should definitely try the Dosis then.
Right. Now, if you
see
think
how that works for you.
Now, he's pretty well endowed, so it's hard for it to always stay consistently solid. Do you think this would work for him as well?
I mean, you could try it. Doesn't have to try.
We're getting desperate at this point, you know?
I feel you. No,
Yeah.
that would be my best recommendation. I do know a lot of people use it, so.
Okay. Now, worst case scenario, if it doesn't work for him but it works for me, do you have anybody you know that might be single?
No, sorry.
All right. Well, just throwing it out there.
Okay. Have a good night.
All right. I'll send a couple dick pics, okay?
Sounds nice.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you.
Little Stardust down.
Yes, hi. I'd like to ask a couple questions before I'd make an order, if that's okay with you.
Yes, it's fine.
All right, I have a nut allergy, so I just want to make sure that there is just nothing that is going to irritate my bowels, because I just flush out like a fire hydrant when I have nuts.
No, actually, yeah, we removed all our nuts from our menu, so even the mixed salad has no more nuts anymore.
Okay. Excellent. And then from there, I can't have anything that may contain a soy base, product, because beyond that just makes it come out the other orifices like a steady waterfall.
Yeah.
Like TLC, don't go chasing waterfalls. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
All right.
I can double check with the chefs really quick, but we also have like any type of gluten-free, what's called
Oh no, actually, gluten makes me feel good. I actually love gluten.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, perfect.
Yeah. So from there, tomatoes. How do you have tomatoes there?
Yeah, we do.
All right. I'm allergic to a specific type of Italian grape tomato. Do you use those at all?
We have like Campari tomatoes. Is that something that you're what's called allergic to?
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Because we have cherry tomatoes, and then we have like Campari tomatoes, and then our regular it's called tomatoes. But you said a grape one is the one you're allergic to.
Yeah, it's a specific type of Italian grape, though. Yeah, it's called. It's like I think it's called like La Testicale.
I believe you don't use that, but let me just go ahead so we can make sure we squash that one out of it.
All right, sweet.
All right, give me one moment.
All right, thank you so much.
Yep, we don't use that one that you're referring to.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, because anytime I have the La Testicale, I hate swallowing.
No problem.
All right, so from there, I think that's just about it. Let me just see what I'm going to place for an order. Then maybe there I won't call you.
Them looking, but them just can't see. We like soldier like we, we're too far ahead of them. Yo. Them looking, but them just can't see. We like soldier like we, we're too far ahead of them. Yo. Tell them what's in the drop flat, but me know me now watch that. No one see me go tap. Rather be see me when me flop. Never see when me rise up. Never see me when me arrive up. Touchy people and them get live up. Put them on before me strive up. Alright then. Them looking, but them just can't see. Real life soldier like we, we're too far ahead of them. Yo. Them looking, but them just can't see. Real life soldier like we, we're too far ahead of them. Yo.
There you go again, trying to be my friend. You are imposter, you are like one like say you are one rasta. Whoa. There you go again, You're not gonna be my friend. You imposter. You all a one like say you are one rasta. Whoa.
No for them a actor, dash them inna the trash compactor. Cause them a school pigeon and them a move too slow. Them a no factor. Cause what? We a go fast and furious inna the music when them a go do with us. Fear nothing and we no hand stupid us. Everybody must a move and then move with us. Car. Them looking, but them just can't see. We like soldier like we're too far ahead of them. Yo. Them looking, but them just can't see. We like soldier like we're too far ahead of them. Yo.
Well, I mean them try acquiesce, but them can't win the back yet. Through them see the way me roll out in a me best. See me girl from come from in a Nazareth. Candice I need a Mr. Skull again. Vocalist, guitarist, or drummer then. Me and Tara play the whole place I done again. Love to see the people them have fun again, yeah.
Them looking, but them just can't see. Real life soldier like we're too far ahead of them. Yo. Them looking, but them just can't see. Real life soldier like we're too far ahead of them. Yo. Them looking, but them just can't see. Real life soldier like we're too far ahead of them. Yo.
Warning. This show contains adult content and language that some sensitive Sallys may find offensive. Please do not get all up in your feelings like a Marcas buster. Now with that out of the way, it's time for the show. Bitches.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, where is it? Why haven't they found it?
Veruca, sweetheart, I'm not a magician. Give me time.
I want it now. What's the matter with those twats down there?
What is good?
Peace, people.
What is good, everybody? Good morning on this beautiful January 24th, 2020 morning.
It's already the 24th?
Yeah, it's super hot outside today, too.
I know.
You know, I'm sweating my little pale balls off, you know, little pink balls.
Your shits are probably got baboon balls. There's little red joints.
Well, you know what would be fucked up? If my ass, like if I had dark hair color on my ass, it really would look like that. If I just pushed it back through, you know what I mean?
Yo, you gotta chill. You pushed it back through? Yo.
I don't think I've ever done that.
He's talking about like he's a dog with a tail or some shit.
What, tuck?
I don't know. What
Yes. I never tucked. Apparently the static is not gone either. I just heard it a little bit. So, all right. So I did some maneuvering and some moving around to try and solve the problem. But I think I know what the deal is, though. I think this cord's shot.
I'm about to say, when you did your last prank show, did you hear it?
Not really. So, but I got a feeling, though, this cord shot. But whatever. We'll take care of it. You know what I'm saying? Just deal with that shit for now. So, anyways, good morning, everybody. How you doing? We had to do Friday, obviously, this week. So, you know, sorry for any inconveniences. But we're here. We didn't skip out on you. You know, we got a great show lined up with a bunch of great shit lined up as well. Right behind it. Little train-style scenario there. I got a game, as we always do. We're going to give Mad Libs another shot because I think you guys would do it better. No. We're going to make it good this time, all right? We're going to make it great again.
I'm about to start wearing MAGA hats. Fuck the world, though.
Right.
So you're going to start wearing maggot hats?
Not MAGA hats.
Oh, you know what?
MAGA.
You know what? I'm going to do a little
You're
test
funny.
real quick.
What?
I'm going to do a little test. The next time we hear that, I'm going to try and unplug this.
Yeah.
and play maybe some background music through here, and I'll see if we still hear it.
Frank.
Right.
At least it'll be
You can't
processed.
stop that, man. That was white noise.
Say
Stuff
no
that-
matter
stuff
what.
that comes out of your mouth.
I wonder how they be like when things are not like obviously color appropriated, like how they choose shit like Black Friday. Well, I know there's history, but why they choose black to go with the Friday, why they choose the white to go with the noise, like that weird shit.
Yeah, well, I think white noise is because you see mostly white on the TV.
You see black and white. I don't see.
Yeah, but it's primarily white.
How come you don't see gray? When
Yeah,
it's
you
the
do
black
see
and white
gray in there
together.
too. But you know what it is? It's because it's a bunch of individual pixels.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have some that group up more than others.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And in that particular case,
So it should be black and white noise.
yeah, I don't disagree. Or gray noise.
Gray noise.
You know what I'm saying? Let's meet in the middle.
Who comes up with the names of animals like zebra?
Yeah, that's
a
the
whole-
shit.
Yeah.
And,
You know,
but then
like-
there's a Roman name for this shit to top it all off. It would be like a cat, and it's like Feline-Nicoficus.
Oh, the genus?
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
some
yeah.
carnivorous
Yeah.
hippopotamus.
Or some
Yeah.
new little
What?
organism they found
Yeah.
that's like something that's indestructible, and they give it a weird ass.
We should give each other those
Whoa.
names.
So, yeah. some of the shit though is after the person that discovered it.
True.
You know what I'm saying? That's what some of it, and that's why I think everything gets a formal Latin name.
Latin's not even the first language.
It's
like,
not. I don't know why they do it.
How
You
they
know what I'm
choose
saying?
Old Latin for everything.
No clue. But yeah, I mean maybe because that's where it was first established, and that's just the known word for it. You know what I mean? Like it never changed.
Latin America doesn't even have half the shit that like.
But no, Romans was that like a lot
Oh,
of
you're
that
saying
shit
you're saying the Roman? Well, they were.
It was
you know,
advanced
it was-
shit
Yeah, it was their rule
for that time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, we see who
however they-
established their dominance.
Yeah, I'm just saying, whoever, despite how they got there and who was doing what, they were the most ahead of their time for a while. Like, the civilized man regressed after the Roman Empire. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's the Dark Ages. And I'm not saying everywhere across the world. Like, China was still doing its own thing. You know what I'm saying? Places in Africa still doing their own thing. But for, like, part of what is considered the civilized world in Europe and all that shit, they all regressed, like, for many years. You know what I'm saying? They went backwards, like during the Viking time and shit.
Right.
You know, so and they were like clamoring to trying to get some of that Roman knowledge.
Yeah, that was karma from not appreciating the Moors coming in and civilizing them. That's what that's from.
All that shit is due to also greed and dumb decisions too. You know what I'm saying? But
Do
whatever.
you even know how like they made like the monarchy over there? Like, I'm about to start like really delving in.
I do kind of vaguely. It was like I think it was like primarily Republican ran. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
When there's representatives. You know what I'm saying? And they were elected too, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And then from there though, like I want to say like after Caesar kind of declared martial law pretty much, and he that kind of changed the game to where like they kind of became an established emperor, and they were actually called Caesar after him. You know what I'm saying as well. So I know more about it, just kind of being put on the spot to think about it. But I read a lot about that shit and the hierarchy. And actually, there's some shows out there where it's entertainment. You know, you're watching it for fighting and shit like that, like Spartacus. But there's some truth. You know, they do follow like a guidelines of what really like what we have documented as what has happened to them.
Spartacus was way too homo for me. No homo.
There was a lot of it in it, but you know, I try not to.
And peace to the
like,
people
whatever.
out there that choose that. It's just that's not for me. So I gotta be honest. Like it would just caught me off guard. Like I remember the episode where the woman, man, whatever that was like walking, and you seen these big juicy titties. And then it dropped down and you seen a dick to the knee. And I was like, what the fuck? And I'm not going to lie, that shit had me uncomfortable in multiple ways. Like, mine's not that big.
Yeah, see, I don't even think of that shit.
And then, nigga, you couldn't.
Well, I'm not saying I don't ever go.
I
if
didn't
I see
watch-
a big ass dick and something, be like, God damn, that's a big fucking.
Whoa.
You know, I'm not saying like I would never. Like,
Nigga, I
I'm
never
too
watched Spartacus again. That
but
shit traumatized me.
like that shit, I don't really. You gotta also look at it like this.
What was that show called Oz? That used to do that to me. Because Oz would have a lot of action in it, but like, all right, now it's getting out of hand. Oz is the same shit.
But at the end of the day, though, we can't. You either got to do one of two things. You either got to leave all sexual activity out of it, or allow both and
change
be
the
alright
channel
with
if
it.
you don't like it. That's all.
No, I think
I just don't let that shit bother me. Like I'll just
Nah.
whatever. We'll move past that. You know
the
what I mean?
director created an illusion, though. You know what I mean? Like the camera was like on the top part, and then it panned out. Like they purposely did that shit. Like that's some other shit.
This is the fucked up shit. Is you spent way too much time thinking about this dick.
I didn't even think about the dick. I turned the shit straight off. Never watched Spartacus again. It was over. I'm traumatized.
His voice even cracked.
He needs counseling. He needs mental health.
I do. That shit ruined my life. I'm gonna have to call Frankie.
He's gonna be like, I'm legally blind.
Yes.
Mama, I love
shit ruined my life. Speaking of which, how do you feel about the unisex bathrooms?
I'm not a big fan of that.
Okay. Have you actually physically witnessed it? Because I've actually seen a unisex bathroom.
I mean, we have a unisex locker room at my spot, but we don't really have any female that change in there, so it's not necessarily a problem. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like, well, in our locker room at the work, they don't get typically naked or anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no shower in there.
Yeah.
It's literally a bathroom and a locker to put your shit in. You know what I'm saying?
So imagine that, the unisex bathroom, and then you get the grab from behind while you're at the urinal.
Yeah. Again, if I don't know you, we swinging. If I know you, I might laugh. You know what I mean? Depends on the person. But yeah, no. At the end of the day, like just having a daughter. It's just besides any other thoughts or beliefs I may have in that situation, just having a daughter, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. There should be established bathrooms.
Right, like
the only thing that I do think though, if we're gonna have established bathrooms, that we do have to understand is some people really are what they're portraying they are. Like that's what they feel that they really are. Identify with.
But we can't be going with what we feel.
And guess what I was gonna say?
I get it, but
what about the sickos, right? That'll dress like that just to target kids and stuff like that. What you
the
just
problem
said,
is though,
like
is that if that can happen regardless though.
Based off feeling though, if we all going off of right,
based off saying, oh, the unisex bathroom should be legit.
So like right
now, well, this is what you do then. This is what you do. You see if that percentage has gone up since they now have some unisex bathrooms.
That's a crazy experiment.
But no.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
I'm just saying that's
like something the top white man would say. Hey, let's just see what happens.
Like he says, no, we don't do it. We'll do it. So anyways, but this is the deal though. At the end of the day, like whatever fucking race it is, that's the only way you're gonna be able to prove that shit. That's the only way you'll be able to prove that shit. Because otherwise than that, everything y'all think about the rape going up and molestation or anything like that is speculation. It's not fair to make that accusation against these people that feel more comfortable. And even I say these people,
I'm not saying
which
those
is not
people.
really
I'm talking about the people that would take
I don't give that
shit.
much of a fuck.
No, I'm talking about the people that would take advantage of that shit.
Right.
Not the ones who identifies it.
Right.
That's
but
their
just
life.
think about this though. There's dudes that can dress up as a girl now and make it into the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? It's when people get a close-up fucking look and see, damn, that dude's got long blonde hair, yet he's got a wig. Long blonde hair, but he's got a 5 o'clock shadow. Like something's not right here.
Yo,
but if
Earth is running amok.
People can slip in and slip out real quick.
Earth is running amok. Yo, listen.
This shit's always been happening, though. That's the thing.
It has, but
information just travels quicker and from farther reaches.
That's the internet.
That's really, I'm telling you, like, I'm not saying no percentages have gone up. Obviously, there's more school shootings and shit like that. Like, there's ones you can't defute, right? But as far as everything else is concerned, who's to say it's really that much more? If you look at a lot of statistics, a lot of things are down across the border as far as crime and shit like that.
Who said that they're the cause of why it's going up?
What?
I never, like, what do you mean? Like, what are you saying?
No, he's just talking about statistics in general. He wasn't talking about that statistic.
Right. I'm talking about statistics in general.
Oh.
Like, so again, at the end of the day, like, I can't condemn somebody if I don't have the proof that it's actually happening more than it already was.
Right.
So I was talking about information traveling quicker.
Okay.
That's right. So what I'm getting at though is that a lot of the shit that, like rape and all that good stuff, as much as I hate even saying the word, but all that stuff still happens. And probably the ratio just as much, if not more, because it was actually easier to get away with shit back then. Now we got all the sophistication. It's very hard. But the only two things that have happened is that there's more people. So, of course, it's going to happen more if the percentages, the percentages is no matter, you know what I'm talking about when you get the actual ratio of shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because throwing out a number there, 100,000 white guys were arrested compared to, so that's only 1.001% of the population if you did 100,000 Asian people.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, there's more people. I don't necessarily think the ratio has gone up. And again, information travels faster. When we were younger and so forth, we didn't hear about what happened in Mississippi like that. We didn't really hear what happened in Russia.
You're right about that.
And by the time you probably did hear about it, I was like, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? There's more important shit going on. So
you'll be like, glad it wasn't me. You know?
It's crazy though, but I remember, like, not to get too off the beaten path because it's still in the same vein. I know you're probably not familiar with Dr. Sebi, who introduced alkaline dieting, but I'm not even gonna go into that. But he basically came up with a system where he could combat certain illnesses, right?
Right.
And I remember as a child hearing that there was a black man who had cured cancer. Come to find out, it was that man. And I had heard that in the early 90s.
Right.
Like with no computers, no anything. Like,
oh
you know
yeah, some shit still travel regardless.
And that's scary. That, like, I was,
you fucker.
Yeah, that's a little rough right there.
Well, let's
but
do this.
immediately when
I'm gonna stop this music for a second on this end and see if that shit still happens.
It's just that.
So we'll just talk. We're gonna find out.
Yeah. So I remember when I found out about Dr. Sebi. Shout outs to my lady. She was the one who put me on. When I found out about him, I remember the information really coming back from the 90s and coming full throttle, straight to the forehead, like, bow. Oh shit, I remember this when I was a kid. Like, wow. But yeah,
is that Mandela effect?
Nah, it's definitely not the Mandela effect.
Yeah, some of that shit is crazy.
The Mandela effect's real. I have a theory on that, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into all that.
Can you give just for layman terms, give a brief of what Mandela effect is? Just
no, hold up, no. Before
it doesn't have to be.
We'll do it at the end because I really want to.
Not just a quick little. Hey,
hold up. Before, hold up.
We got a lot of show to get to.
Okay.
Hold up. I still want to talk about this identifying thing because I want you to understand that if someone could just wake up one morning and decide to identify as something because they feel a certain fucking way, you know what I mean? It opens the floodgates for other people to feel certain ways. You know what I mean?
I do.
And we're not gonna get into that because now someone could be like, oh, I feel like I'm 13, and now he's.
And it's
dealing with a 13,
but at the end of the day,
it does that.
Yeah, that's fine. But there's obvious things that are against the fucking.
All of it. You can't. There's no.
No, but this is
a slippery slope.
But it is a slippery slope because you can't say we're a free nation. Also, if you're trying to tell me how the fuck I can live,
it's
if
not
I really
that.
wanted, no, it is
feel-
that though. But even if I want to dress up as a fucking woman,
That's fine.
and walk around.
That's fine, but I think
these people are getting the operation. They're talking about people that are actually going through operations, like pre-op, post-op, and so forth, that have tits but still haven't got.
And there's also people who feel like they're dragons and they get shit planted in their fucking head. And there's people who feel like they're vampires.
I'm not saying that I disagree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about in America. If you want some things free, you can't be mad if other people want other things.
Well, if we're dealing with freedom,
You know what
then
I'm
it has to be free all the way around, and that's not the case.
Well, yeah, and I agree with that. But at the end of the day, though, there's still got to be a moral code that's followed. You know what I'm saying? There's still got to be something.
That's not moral, though.
But what's unmoral about it, though?
Because there's nothing else in nature that does that.
We're going right back. We're going right to the biblical times.
It doesn't really matter, though.
Recreated the earth.
But it doesn't really matter.
No, it matters because it affects the grand scheme.
You know what though? If those people don't give a fuck about the grand scheme,
why do you?
They're given that choice to live their life like that. That's freedom of choice. That's having having free will in its complete definition.
History shows us, and you know this, that as soon as a community starts running amok like that, it goes down.
Yeah, and mind you, again, I'm not disagreeing with that.
I know.
Right?
You're just being open-minded about it.
No, what I'm saying though is that no matter what I personally believe,
right.
It's not this. I guarantee you it's the motherfucking headphone.
When you move it a certain kind of way.
Ooh, yeah, it was.
Oh, it's now mine.
But one of my headphones went out.
Mine went out.
I know what it is. Hold on. Keep talking about it. Say your point of view on this.
Yeah. Well, it's just the fact that I just know that it's a breeding ground for other things to raise up out of it. You know what I mean? And I could already see the future where we're going to be living in a society where a lot of things are accepted and a lot of things are just going wrong.
Okay, hold on.
No, it's completely this.
We got to get out of Terminator mode because that's where I was about to go with this shit. You heard, right?
What?
Terminator mode.
It's definitely this one.
The movie Terminator?
Yeah.
So check it out.
That's like Singularity, basically.
Because basically what you're saying, right, one day, because it's already getting there, they're making robots that are going to be compatible we can have sex with. And they could be your companions. Right. So I'm just letting you
and
know.
And now they're gonna be making little girl robots and all types of shit for niggas that got these weird fetishes.
It's gonna be like that show Black
I just
Mirror.
don't like it. I'm gonna be real. I don't like it.
I don't really like it either.
Artificial intelligence will literally take over.
It's gonna, dude. This shit's gonna happen regardless.
Yeah, because we're already creating it.
Right. So, but what I'm getting at though is that again, my point is I don't necessarily agree with any of this shit. Right. It's not my belief, but I believe as far as government and rules and so forth are concerned, it's don't tread on me. Like if we're a free nation, I should be able to do what the fuck I want without you, as long as I'm not hurting anybody or forcing my views on anybody.
They do.
I know, and that's to me is wrong.
They're like
you know
bullies.
what I'm saying? To me, again, just live how you live and live like that, and leave me the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I truly believe. But at the end of the day, I don't really give a fuck what you're doing as long as you're not hurting anybody.
No, yeah, I agree.
And don't force your shit on me. We're good.
Yeah.
If you start forcing it on me, then I have a problem. Like, just, you know what? Because I'm not making it an issue. Oh, motherfucker. I'm not making it an issue. Why are you making it an issue? You know what I'm saying? That's just kind of just the way I live.
Hold on.
Yeah, the camera's a little shifted.
I hit it. My bad. I'm fucking shit up. Yeah. Actually, over this way, just a tiny little, no, other way. Yeah, no, right there's good. Perfect.
Holla.
Perfect. All right, gotcha. All right, so I don't know if that's going to happen again, but now that I know it's that, we can fix it.
Okay.
We can make it better.
Sorry about that, my people.
Yeah, I had to fix that shit.
And again, this conversation that me
hookup,
and Frank White and my brother Lo over here is having, it's not to throw shade on anybody that chooses that. It's just open dialogue. It's a conversation that needs to be had because people are scared to have it and we're not.
Right. Right.
And
completely 100.
Yeah. And we'll shift gears from there.
Right. All right. So anyways, what's the weirdest sexual situation you've ever been in?
Whoa. I remember
change.
being young trying to get some in the woods against a tree and my foot stepped in a fucking hive that was like and I got bees just started swarming me. Mind you, I don't even remember.
You had your pants down and everything?
Oh, it's even worse than
I don't think I got that far. I think I started doing my little
no, it's not that one. Don't even start because then I'll have to get up. Unfortunately. I mean, the only way we're going to do that is rerunning that whole fucking...
It's the weight, right?
Yeah, it's the weight that it's pulling it down the way I have it. If I have it to where the wires are supported like that, we won't run into that problem no more.
Put something underneath it.
Yeah, I had it already like that, but I moved it from where the mixer was because that table's easy to hit, and I didn't want that fucking with shit either. You know what I'm saying? Nah, dude, I'd rather just prevent it entirely, so you don't even have to worry about that. I don't want you sitting there like you know what I mean?
I'm already chilling.
You be like,
I'm scared to move this right here because I know I'm like, is it me? Like, I can't.
Yeah, no. It's completely that, and I might even have to just buy some new wires too. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I've had some of these wires for a while. Sometimes they just shit out.
But yeah, the bees tore me up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dang.
And I don't think I got to like even get to my pants taken off. I think I was like in hump mode first, like the grinding, the gyrating, getting ready, and then it was over.
Well, it could have been worse.
Big turn off.
Could have been worse.
Could have been buck ass naked.
Damn.
That's what I was saying. If you were butt naked and the bees got you, that would have been some bad.
I mean, they still slid up in there. They didn't need no clothes off. They got right up in there.
Oh yeah.
No, tore my ass up.
They don't need much room. So, what about you, Lo?
All right. So I'm trying to think of one. All right. So one, I had bagged this chick up. What was she? She was Cuban. It was Miami. So bagged her up, and it was me, my dude, and my other dude. And the other dude, he was older. He was an OG, and we used to smoke with him all the time. Shouts out to High Noon. We used to smoke and shit, chilling out. So he was like, yo, I'm passing him off to you. I passing her off to you because she's too young. She was like 17, and I was like 19. Right. So, like, that's legal to me. I mean, around that time.
What was the ages again? Say it again.
She was 17, I was 19. So, yeah.
Yeah, and we talk about acceptance and shit.
Yeah, I know, but I was
disgust
I'm
me.
being truthful. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, but she was advanced. She was hyperactive. She was more. She was a freak.
She had ADHD.
Yo,
you fucking with ADHD,
she was
bitches?
a freak. She was a freak. She was hot. She was trying to smash my homeboy. And he was like, nah. He was a grown man. He's like, nah. This nigga was like 30 years old. He's like, nah,
Damn.
you got that.
Yeah.
And so, boom. I'm like, hell yeah. Ass was.
Good thing he didn't feel like he was 17.
Nah, he's not that type. He wasn't even the type of dude. So yeah. So anyways, took her back to the spot. We in an apartment building. I'm
felt something.
I'm smashing her up inside the weight room, like the workout room or whatever. And so my other homeboy, he's there. He's trying to get some too, but she ain't fucking with him. So instead of this nigga leaving, he's sitting there watching her smash. So that shit was awkward as fuck. Like, so I'm smashing. So after the first time I
feel
had
like
my
you're
privacy.
yelling. Why are you yelling?
He's hyping. I feel you. Keep the passion. Keep the passion.
I'm trying to keep
Don't
the
listen
story
to Frank. Keep the passion.
I'm trying to keep the story going.
Damn, why are you yelling?
I'm
Seeing
black,
shit red
man.
line.
I'm black, man.
Nah, don't put that on us. Don't put that on us. Don't put that loud shit on black people.
You right. But either way, I'm hype about my story. Here we go.
Between both of y'all.
So I'm gonna continue on. So I'm smashing her. Boom, round 1, done. I'm like, all right, get up.
It's done. You can't do
It's
nothing
not
about
you.
it.
Get
It's
up.
Right there.
Boom. Go back in. This chick was horny as hell. Round 2. Boom. Round 2, this nigga's like peeking in. I see a shadow because it's dark, and I see a shadow. I'm like, why the fuck are you standing there? Like, what? And I looked back. I asked him. I was like, yo, what are you doing, bro? And this nigga's like looking through the shit. So then he walks away, and I'm like, weirdo. So I
See,
keep
he
smashing
felt
her.
some sort of way.
Third round, I smashed her again. This nigga came back again and was watching. This time I'm on top. I'm like, yo, you nigga, you're looking at my ass. So I tell this nigga, get out of here. So after that, that shit,
you're like, come on in.
nah, listen. This guy right here. There's something about this. You if you want to tell something, Frank,
you see what he's doing?
No. When
He's
these
deflecting.
No,
He's
I'm not.
deflecting.
When these cameras go off,
he's dope.
When these
Deflecting.
cameras go off, we gonna see what the fuck you talking about. I want to hear you say this shit after. Hold on.
He wants to see what I'm gonna do when the lights are off.
I'll put the real camera
Right.
on my phone.
He's
and we'll
deflecting.
Be like,
Right?
I'll be like, yeah.
See what I'm saying?
We'll see. But hold on.
Y'all are
Let me
funny.
bring it back. Yo, y'all niggas turned blue.
That's perfect.
We did.
Yeah.
That was professional deflection.
We turned blue.
You turned blue.
Oh shit, we did turn. What the hell? The hell is going on?
See,
Did you
y'all
knock a
raised,
camera?
y'all raised
Yo,
my
that's that
you raised my
energy.
power level up here.
That wasn't
like,
power. That was deflection.
That was that was actually.
That was like
perfect
no,
timing.
you are. That's what you did. And a more
The story's not
and
done.
it's
You
like-
didn't let me finish.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So
Why did
after
we
that,
turn
right?
color?
After that, right? I'm done smashing or whatever, and this nigga's disappeared by then. So I took her back to the crib, got rid of her. Next day, I'm telling my boy, like my right hand, like, yo, this nigga's watching me and shit. Later on, the joke is this. Remember that Dr. Dre song? The Watcher. All day long, we're riding the big Suburban. He's whispering to this nigga.
Oh my.
That's why I'm trying to get to this part of the joke because it's fucking hilarious. So ever since then, like this nigga will get mad. We'll be riding. He'll be like, the Watcher. And everybody knows, so we'll all start cracking up like, yeah, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? Let this
That's
nigga have his
funny.
privacy. Smash it.
Wow.
You ain't getting none. This nigga would
This
always
is the
try to get
30-year-old
everybody's
dude that was doing this?
No. This is one of the dudes. He's probably like a year or two older than me. So yeah, he had
He
no
was the
business.
one watching?
Yeah, this is another.
Yeah,
it was three of us. I said it
he
three
was
of us.
like living vicariously through low.
No, this nigga, he would always try to get my leftovers, my right hand boys left, all of our he would always try to get everybody's leftovers because he wasn't bagging no dimes. Really.
Wow, he wanted potluck.
Yeah. So he was sitting there like, damn, that nigga's gonna
Fat
finish.
luck.
Look, he said he's gonna be finished after one round. I'm about to go in there. Nigga, I smashed his shit 3 times in a row.
He was asking for the
Get
doggy
fuck- and
bag.
her shit was good too. So
Obviously.
First time I hit that shit was like 5 minutes. Second time was like 20 minutes. Third time I was just like in there and I was like boom, like 30 minutes an hour, boom. But I ain't gonna lie, her shit was good. So yeah. Anyways, that's it. That's the weird situation.
Watch.
The Watcher.
That's what we're gonna call the episode.
Oh,
You see what I'm saying?
Yes. There we go.
Now,
That's
what's
perfect.
yours?
I would say one of the weirdest sexual situations I was ever put into. So I think, what age do you think I got my first blowjob at?
Blowjob?
Yeah.
Maybe like 13, 14.
Nah, I was like 10. Like 11 or
Damn,
10.
what was that, the
like
babysitter?
9 or 10. No.
The babysitter?
I was with, I was like 10 years old. I was with my older brother and our, friends, and we were with these chicks sitting there playing Truth or Dare. They're all like 6 years older than me. You know what I'm saying? So a girl got dared, right? And it was the first one, I believe, or maybe it was the second time it happened. No, all right. So the first, when it happened, the chick that had to do it for like 5 seconds, that was the dare. You know what I'm saying? So she was actually all right though. You know what I mean? But I'm like fucking 10 years old. You know? And then from there though, then I had to lick this fat chick's titty.
Oh shit.
And she was older. Like it was probably like this
One
was
of the
rape
biggest
for her. No, no, but she was a little too old to be playing with us. We'll just say that, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, she had a big old pancake nipple. Like that shit was like, bong. I was like, you know.
Was it one of those ones that have like hair on the side coming out?
Luckily, no hair.
Yo.
Luckily, no hair. I will say that. But add insult to injury. Not only was she fat and ugly, but I had to lick a big ass ugly titty too. Like even the titty was ugly.
Wow.
And like, damn, your titty match your face. That's fucked up.
Titty was ugly?
Yeah,
the
man.
titties
You
were.
should have just picked the titty up and put it on.
No, it would have been just as bad. But then I would have had to hold something. So
what if she told you to pick the
Wow.
titty up and like lick under that sweat, that fat?
I'm like, I'm going home.
Yo.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going home. I'm done. I'm not
Y'all
playing no
are
more.
Yo, this nigga said, what is that called? The areola or something?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Pancake areola?
Yo, that shit was just massive. I was like, what? It's the whole titty.
That explains a lot why you're so like sexual.
He's traumatized from that.
No, he's not traumatized. He got put on early.
I'm just open to like, you know.
Oh, you're right. All
It's,
the
that's the
sexual shit
reason
he
why.
talks about.
You don't even realize
10-year-old
it.
head,
All joking
sucking big
aside,
titties.
I know we be having jokes and shit, but all joking aside, that's why you're so like sexual.
Lax.
No, you're not lax.
Well, lax
You're
about sexual shit.
Nigga, you know a lot. You could write a book like you said in one of the other episodes.
Just being Frank, he'll be holding the sausage. Just being Frank.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Shit, that's
not
a
a bad
book
idea.
idea.
the Frank?
Yeah, hold this some
like
this.
Back here.
And the chick will have her mouth open. He'll be like,
That might not be a bad
that's
idea.
dope.
That's
that might
dope.
not be a bad idea. That
That's
sounds
dope.
actually like a dope T-shirt.
That's dope. It is. No, that's dope.
All right, so maybe we'll whip that together.
We're gonna put that together.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Low.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just mad. It's mad shit. Well, you got to remember too, though. Like I kind of like dig into a lot of this shit too, also just to be able to talk about it.
all right, not to get into detail, but 10-year-old head.
for real?
Did you finish? Did she finish?
No, because it was way too
I'm about to
quick.
say.
I was so fucking scared. Like I don't really know what the fuck. You know what I mean? I know, older than me. I didn't even have any hair on my nuts yet. You know what I'm saying? But no, there's a lot of times like I'll read shit, you know, for whether it's the show, whether it's you know, hearing about it from somebody else, reading a funny website, experiencing it myself. Like I don't retain a lot of that shit like on purpose necessarily, but
It's so nasty.
it's just, but it's funny to me. You know what I mean? A lot of
Gotcha.
that shit's funny. So that's really what has me know a lot about shit is to have something funny.
Okay.
Or because I find it funny.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Because you be scaring me, and I seen you scare Jason too. Jason was like, when you were showing the what was that, Sex Jeopardy?
Yeah.
He was like, how the fuck do you know all?
Oh,
this
there's
stuff?
people that are worse than me.
Of course.
But I'm also a Howard Stern kid. So, you know.
see, it's all coming
put your
out
piece-
now.
Put your pussy on the speaker. That's
Howard Stern is crazy.
Yo, he inspired me to even want to do this shit to begin with.
That's dope. Shout outs to Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go, Howard. We need to collab sometime soon.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't listen while that fucking static is going on in the background.
He can help us out. We need a sponsor.
You know, you're retiring soon. You want someone good to take your place.
Where's he at now?
I can't really take your place, but you know what I'm saying.
Where's he at now?
He's with Sirius XM.
You know what? We're gonna find the address. You guys ready? We're taking a road trip. Grab
We
the
have to
camera.
go to New York City.
Pop up on Howard
No, what
Stern.
if the show
we
was like
we
that?
won't make it through the door.
I mean, but what if we actually did?
Unless we had a good thing to say to where they're like, yeah, invite him up.
No, we're
But
going
he hasn't.
viral.
I don't know. He's changed a lot of like where he don't really.
Yeah.
He's on his way out, and he wants to be on his way out.
I mean, we could do a camp out.
No, but hold on.
You
Let
know?
me finish. What I'm saying is he's to the point of his life where he's fucking. And mind, it's still my interpretation, but he's at that point of his life where he's like, I fucked with celebrity so hardcore for so long that all I'm doing is just gonna fucking interview him on the way out and keep life easy. Because I noticed he doesn't really have many guests up in the showroom like he used to, or not the showroom, but in the studio. He doesn't. There's a lot of little things that he doesn't do anymore, but he doesn't really have to. Like his contract, I think, is pretty much up this year. He gets to like he can definitely retire if he wants. He's more than okay to do so. I think he loves. I think
his hair
I
still
wouldn't be
long, Al?
surprised if he did sign another 5 though. I think he just loves entertaining people. You know what I'm saying? So he thinks he wants to retire. And he complains about it all the time, wanting to retire. But something tells me there's a good chance he may not retire. But I was looking at it as like I love this motherfucker, and it's not really just him. It's the whole show in general.
Yeah,
you know, Fred's a mastermind with sound effects and shit. Like it's just funny as shit. Like things just hit there at the right time. You know what I
We
mean?
need more sound effects over here. He's talking about the butt
Yeah,
pusher.
he's talking about
the
one
butt
of the
pusher guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, we need more sound effects.
Yeah, we
over
can
here.
definitely do that.
For real, man.
Yeah. So the funny shit is though is like he had like a segment where it was Eric the actor, who was just like this disabled small dude, all kind of fucked up, and they were talking about like he was having like sales, like selling tickets for like kind of like a book signing, but just like a visit for something that he was doing. I have no clue. I can't remember. And he was talking about how this dude, a dude that he always fucking gets on, pretty much helped him sell all the tickets, right? And he's like, no, sir, like I did it all on my own. Like the tickets were already sold before anyone promoted it or whatever. And then they're like, all right, so how many did you sell? And then Fred on cue hit this sound effect from a movie that went 0.0. You know, and it was just like flawless fucking timing, and I just fucking started dying. Wow. And then every time he keep hitting it, and then the dude, the midget, well, they used to call him Eric the midget, he started getting pissed off. He's like, he didn't sell me the fucking tickets, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was all me, blah, blah, getting pissed. And it was just 0.0.
Yo, awful.
Like, how tall are you?
Yo, he's got it a little like in a sense easier than you though, because I think he has the capability of chopping up samples like pretty much on the spot and
like
or finding
DJ.
them like a lot easier without fucking anything up or clicking on something wrong.
That's
you know
crazy.
what I'm saying? Like he just has it set. Like they've mastered their setup for what they do.
They've been
this
doing
one,
it
like
for
this
so
one.
long.
Yeah.
You know, like stupid. I don't. That doesn't match, right? Or
Well, you got
That's too quiet,
you
too.
find it in the right moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're usually good though. You usually have it down.
No, yeah, you've had some classic moments. But my whole thing I was thinking too is that when he does retire, there's in my opinion a void to be filled. There's some that do it that are all right. You know, I'm not, and they've way more established than we are. I am, whatever the case may be. But there's still, I don't know, a lot of them. None of them do I still feel an authentic,
edgy
feel to them. Well, still kind of doing that shit that Howard did. You know what I'm saying?
whatever
Or does.
move you just did made that thing static. So
Yeah, it has not. It's just gonna do it.
It was that
randomly.
dance move.
But this is fucked up though. See how nice it sounds when it's not happening?
Chris.
Sounds nice.
Crispy.
So whatever, I'll get that figured the fuck
Have
out.
you seen Joker?
No.
Oh, me too.
I want to see it.
No?
I still haven't
All right,
seen
I'm not gonna tell you about the movie. I'm gonna make sure that
Movie night.
y'all have to see it, but I have to tell you a joke that's in it. Can I do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, obviously, he's a fucking clown for a living, and he works with other niggas that are clowns for a living, and they're like backstage or in their locker room.
They don't even
getting
like him,
ready.
right?
And a midget walks through. I don't even know if that's politically correct. I don't know if that's
Whatever.
like using
Fuck it.
Dwarf.
the N word.
We don't mean no offense.
Dwarf.
Yeah.
Little person.
Little person walks in, and one of the clown guys says, "Do you guys call miniature golf, or is it just golf for you guys?" That shit had me dying. Because he's a little.
I've heard that joke before.
Huh?
Or somebody else.
Oh, that was a joke you heard before?
I've heard that someone say it
But hold
before.
up,
I don't
Joker
remember
said
where,
that
but-
or somebody else did?
No, Joker's like not making no jokes. But
Okay. All right, yeah, I like that.
especially at this part.
it's his, his
Why so
coworker.
serious?
All right.
It's his coworker
Right.
that makes the joke with the little person or whatever. But I started dying because I was like, yo, that like what?
That's actually kind of a
That's very
fair
cruel.
Like
question.
I really want to know.
No, that was very cruel.
No, they.
You said it was cruel.
Yeah, it's very. No,
It
is.
is
It's
cruel.
very cruel.
It is
It's
kind of
cruel?
It's
It
dumb
is, but
cruel.
it's like cruel, a serious question, and funny all in one shot.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Like that's like coming up to like
I think
somebody
that's
that's
I
from
think
the hood.
that's-
Like,
but
when you drink milk, do you feel at home when you drink hood milk?
Oh, well, I don't know. I think I got
I've never
really.
actually heard
I
that
think
one.
I got
That's
really dark. He thought of that. This is crazy.
That was good. That was good.
I think I live in that space of humor. I realize that about myself. Like cruel humor, borderline, like
Yeah,
that's the
I like
humor
all that shit,
Yeah,
pretty
that's
much.
my humor. Like I'm not into like the. I'm sure there's a name for it, but all the like Friends and all them type of show humor. Like I don't really.
Some of that shit though is ridiculously fucking funny. Like I see that my problem, my shit is so wide.
Yeah.
Like I find like I'll laugh at a shit joke, a stupid shit joke, but find like Frasier, like that show Frasier, like where
Frasier
he
was funny.
Right. So but to that extreme, like from one end to the very
gotcha.
other. Sophisticated humor, witty
Yeah.
humor versus just complete shit jokes.
Yeah.
And both of them like
I
you
like
know?
no holds bar humor, like where everyone could just laugh and not like be sensitive about.
Yeah, or if someone does say a joke that may be over the line and unfunny, you
It
make fun of
shouldn't
them
be
for that.
considered over the
Yeah,
line.
make fun
But you know, you make fun of them for that, and
Yeah.
you all move on. You know what I'm saying? Like it.
Like when Tracy Morgan said, was it him that said the dick joke when he was like talking about homosexuals? He said, if you could take a dick, you could take a joke.
Yeah,
Yo,
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I live in there.
Tracy Morgan's crazy. yo.
No.
Oh no.
His-
You know,
not
what's
like
his
that,
name?
but his
Ricky,
comedy's
something Mays. It's not Ricky Mays, is it?
It was him.
He's the fat white dude, but he's like kind of hood because he's
Yeah.
Southern.
Yeah.
I'm pretty positive he said it. He was
Damn.
like, relax. If y'all can take a dick, y'all can take a joke.
Yep. I'm right there with it.
So he's funny because like he doesn't give a fuck. Ralphie May, that's what it is. Rest in peace, Ralphie May. You know,
Passed
away. Yeah,
Transitions. Rest in power.
No, so.
Eddie Murphy's
but
another
yeah,
one too.
He didn't give a fuck. Whoa, Eddie Murphy doesn't anymore. He did. He did back in the day.
About that.
What's that?
You seen that? He's like recanting like all those jokes. Like it's like
I'm about to say you didn't see him on
from back
Saturday
in the
Night
day?
Live.
Yeah.
Recently on Saturday Night Live, he snapped. Like I'm talking about, like he went like back on, like you said, he did one of his old acts on Saturday Night Live, like probably like a month ago.
I watched most of it. I didn't see that.
Yo,
that
he went
one.
ham when he was acting like he was in the ghetto, and he was acting like the ghetto Mr. Rogers. You didn't see that?
Oh, I seen that. That wasn't.
That shit was fun. That shit was mad.
It was,
like
yeah, it was still funny, but
it
that was a
was
throwback to his
condescending
old. But that was his old shit. You
But
didn't
that's
see-
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like he was going back to that I don't give a fuck type shit, because basically, that's
yeah, no, he said a lot of crazy shit in
some
the past.
ratchet shit.
Yeah, no. You know what though? Not that you say that, I do feel like he was a little less
PG.
less, yeah. Because even when he was on Jeopardy, he was like 1-800 slut a lot or something like that. He was selling his how to hoe and be successful books on Jeopardy. Yo, it was fucking. It was pretty
And
hilarious.
that's recently?
Yeah, that's on that same
see that. I
show.
didn't see that, yo.
Yeah. I'm not saying the correct thing though. Like he had a much
I know, but that
catchier
shit
thing.
made me go like this,
But
and that
every
means, like,
answer
what?
he gives, he'd be like, "What is cleaning up the bathroom before a man comes over?" Which you can all read all about in my book about how to be a successful hoe. You know what I mean?
Ratchet.
Yo, that shit was fucking. I was like, this dude's
Basically,
crazy.
like quote unquote cooning. That's what they call it. Because when you're just like making fun of like quote unquote black shit,
Right.
that's what they call cooning. Because Eddie Murphy didn't give a fuck about it. Like, yeah, I'm black, and you seen the old episode when the dude was on there calling him the N word, and he was like, it was on YouTube the other day, and he's like, oh damn, you could just say nigga now. He said, oh look at this motherfucker saying nigga, but he took the shit.
How do you feel about that?
No, I'm saying instead of him getting offended,
Like,
he took that shit and just turned it into a joke, and everybody was laughing.
Be honest. I want you to be completely honest. When you're in your car alone and you're spitting all this rap music, do you use that word?
I think I've gotten to the point where I'm so used to not saying it that I kind of have my own way through it. Like, Nia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some shit. You know what
It's
I'm saying?
almost like not cussing in front of your kids.
Right.
Like, what the?
I
I'm about
can't
to
say.
in this
Well,
mother.
see, this is the difference, though. You know me, right? So
I've never even heard you use the word personally.
yes, y'all did.
Well,
Back
you
in the
did that.
day,
You did a hell of a job.
I don't know if
He
it was
must have been a
Jason,
real nigga. Now let me
somebody
say-
else. I
He
came
was a
to a
real
day where
nigga.
I was like, I'm not gonna say the word no more.
For real?
Yeah,
Oh.
and you were actually one of the people who were like,
That
don't
tried
just
to-
change who you are. You know what I'm saying? You're like, that's who you are. That's who you are. I'm
you
like,
got-
but I was like, yo, to all of y'all, and I was like, but y'all know me, right? I was like, but OG, 50-year-old OG,
Right.
don't.
I think I actually
doesn't
remember
know.
this conversation now. It's called Coming Back to Me.
I kind of felt comfortable when I did say it because I knew if y'all had if there was a problem with it,
would've been
who I am,
addressed.
it would have been a problem.
Right.
So and then the fact that when y'all kind of were making that argument, it's not like y'all were emotionally torn about it. You're just just don't change who you are.
Right.
But yeah, and then after that conversation, I always tell people I basically have a G pass. I was like, but for the people that know me, I have a G pass.
Right.
There's a bunch of people that don't. So
Yeah.
I just decided to just stop saying it.
Right.
G
You know what I
pass
mean?
in the world.
Yeah. It's not global.
But you know what? And then I also too, I would look at other white people that used it, and I'd be like, you ain't real. You can't use that word.
Yeah.
And then I was like, but listen to even have that argument. I'm like, listen to myself.
You don't even know
what
what
I'm
you're saying. You tell them that why are you even? You don't even, and you're saying it wrong.
I'm trying
The
to
way you're saying
remove
it.
myself from
I
it.
actually get mad when I hear other white people say it, whether they have a quote unquote G pass or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, because I think it's
It just sounds
unnecessary.
funny, yeah.
There's no reason for us to say it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It turned whatever way it started to what it turned into. That's always y'all shit, however you want to use it. Disregard it, use it, encourage it, not. It's your decision. I have no part in it because I don't want any part in it.
Well, the reason why I'm bringing it up for two reasons, because it just actually came to me now. I'll say the first one that came to me first after I say this one. There was a battle rap.
I heard about it, but I didn't see it. I want to see it.
There was a battle rap. The white dude started going in on the black dude and started he had a setup. It was a scheme. Basically trying to basically teach the dude on why he's using it and why he should be able to use it.
Right.
And then I don't know if it was a couple lines after or the way they cut the shit, but I know he ended up saying it. And he didn't even really get through the whole word. That nigga snuffed him.
You know
right
what?
away.
You know what I also do believe though too is. Words only have power because we give them power,
right?
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people in this day and age, it's some, not all by any means, and probably not even a half or a majority, but I believe there is some that just use it as an example to snap on someone in some cases. You know what I mean? Because I've seen it to where there's a bunch of other black people,
quick as it
and
happened,
no one really.
As quick as it happened, you can tell
but
he
did
wasn't.
He say it derogatory, like. Or did he?
He was like swinging his balls around with it.
Then
you know what I mean?
Asking for
and
it.
I'm gonna be honest
like
with you.
basically, you ain't gonna do nothing, nigga.
But hold up. Yeah, and you gotta understand something that the dude, it was so quick. It was like a nanosecond, bro. Like it was too. It was too little. No. It was no. I don't even think he. It was too little of time for him to have known that he was gonna react that way in a moment of hearing.
Right.
I've punched a lot of white people in the face from using that word. I'm gonna be real. That's why when you said it, I was like, you did a hell of a job. You did a hell of a job. Like we grew up, but you got to remember we've known each other since 6th grade.
Yeah, it's a little bit different with someone like me, but it's a little different when you can verify it. You know what I'm saying? And I never claimed that I'm like some hardcore killer gangster thug, this or that. Right. I'm just who the fuck I am.
Right.
But
just being friends.
Again, I think in our neighborhood, it's a hell of a lot more It was acceptable if we knew who you were anyway.
It was.
And at that point, because I don't say it because I don't want anyone to have a problem with it, but I don't feel uncomfortable saying, as a term of endearment, you know what I'm saying, not with a hard ER, but I just choose not to regardless. But yeah, in our community, like if you were in the same streets as us and doing the same shit as us, like it was just used universally.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I called a couple white people cracker before.
Yeah, see, that shit doesn't offend me. I feel like
I'm gonna tell you why, not like out loud.
But do you know where that word originally comes from?
I'm gonna tell you why.
But he's
I'm gonna tell you why. I've been called the word before, like the ER, nigger. Right. So that's what I'm saying. I've called crackers who call niggas. I've called them that because that's a cracker.
Yeah,
and they're thinking I'm a nigga.
I've never even used that word.
I have because down south is different.
See, for me though,
so
like
way different.
Why as a white dude can I even be mad about cracker? Because I know what that shit really comes from. It's not because we're like a saltine. No, that shit became because they cracked the whip.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that.
That's where that shit stems from. So how am I going to be mad?
Damn,
that's my hurt word. My hurt words is what I did to y'all.
And we thought it was a
not me. My family wasn't even in this bitch, but I'm Italian. It goes back to the end, to the days of where we enslaved everyone universally back in the Roman Empire. We didn't it wasn't because of you were just getting
cracked,
slaved.
Yeah.
But,
so what are we, graham crackers?
She's crazy.
Y'all are s'mores. No.
S'mores? No, that's the Uncle Tom. He's a s'more.
That's a s'more.
True that.
Massa? Massa.
But yeah, no. So that's why how can I be mad if you're calling me that? Like, that's not really even an insult. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no. Just said postpone.
Yeah. Because in the South, like you said, there are some quote unquote white kids that I knew that were dumb cool, and I'm talking about they were raised like us.
Right.
And they were like so like us, the way they talk, everything they dressed, they fought with us, they were loyal. These niggas was gangsters. So I'm just saying, they would say it. And they would say it with us, and there would be, and like you said, there would be other people around. Sometimes we'll be in a whole nother crowd, and they be like, "Yo, nigga, what up?" Give us dap, and everybody in our crew will give him dap, and there'll be one dude that doesn't know him, be like, "Yo, why is this white dude saying nigga?" He'll be like, "Oh, chill." His brother was one of the top. His brother was another white boy that was one of the top gang members. These niggas was crazy.
Getting busy.
Yeah, they were like crazy. They would ride around in 4-wheelers and just like tatted up like big brolic looking wild motherfuckers. Right. And he was just a tall, skinny white kid. They were looking at him like, why you saying nigga? Like, don't fuck with him. Right. That's a real nigga. That's a real nigga.
There's certain people that can use it, and there's certain people that when it's used, you just feel uncomfortable.
It just doesn't feel natural. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you hear a white person say it, and you don't even necessarily need to know about them, but like, you can be like, okay, all right, like, it still sounds funny, but
don't say it. Don't say it again.
But I get it. You know what? You might grew up in the same situation as me, where the people you chilled with for extended period of time were Black, Puerto Rican, and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then that goes on to there's been a time where blacks and Puerto Ricans are at each other's throats
it's
like
still
motherfuckers.
Like that,
and there's still a lot of racism there.
Yeah. They don't like each other.
But they say it as well. And from there, it's a pass. So the way I look at it is like this, if you're going to give them a pass because, they're growing up in the same situation as y'all and treated the same, then for the few white dudes that we may be, if we grew up in the same shit, how are we really any different? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we're still white, and there still comes... See, in those situations, though, being white is a blessing and a curse. Right? Because if you're the only white dude out of a whole crew,
they know something's up.
Yeah, they're like, "What's this dude doing?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's getting busy.
He's either one of their main enforcers, or he might be the actual brains. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in that situation, there really isn't any white privilege. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day,
it actually is. It's still a form.
Yeah, I guess so.
On the other
it's
side,
a blessing and cursing.
Use your white card. You'll be like, "Hey, officer, well, what's the problem?"
What am I gonna be like? They surrounded me.
No, I'm not talking about that. But you could be the one. You could be the one who talks.
Some fucked up shit though,
like,
right?
Let Timmy talk.
God, you're here.
See, we
gotta
do this.
Yeah.
Be like, "Yo, let Billy talk for us." That's what they're saying.
Would be hilarious. My stomach would be hurting.
Yeah, that would be a show, right?
Oh, thank you.
And we'll be talking to him like, "Yo, G-Loc, why the fuck you acting like that?"
Right. You could picture it.
Oh shit.
You could picture it.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Most certainly.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
All right, so the reason why I brought that up, even though I'm bringing it up second, and it was really the first reason, is because I was on Facebook and I seen a thread where some guys I know from Connecticut were going at each other, and the dude that they were like jumping down his throat was like, pause, they're jumping down his throat. They were jumping down his throat for the wrong shit. This nigga was swinging the nigga word around so much. I'm like, yo, they're so worried about all this other shit. Like, check him on the nigga. Like, it was just crazy. But Lo told me that he checked and somebody did. Somebody eventually was like, yo, why do you keep using this word?
Yeah, he checked him.
And the dude,
I didn't even know what was going on. I heard
the dude was like, yo, I'm going to keep using this word. And I'm like, yo, if this was me back in the days, I would have actually filled my tank up to drive out there to punch him in his fucking mouth.
Well, but I'm just saying, though, like, why even put yourself into the situation where you're going to cause controversy over it? Like, why invite negative energy?
Somebody's lady into it, too. That's another one.
It just doesn't make sense.
You don't bring nobody's lady into things. That's the same thing as far as
that's that
word.
lack of common sense we're talking about.
Let's go into
the only thing I'll wrap up with, on that subject is this. The day that it really kind of solidified, right, was I was at my cousin Tony's house, right? And I'm like, I don't know, 18, 19 maybe. And we're there chilling, and he's got two of his boys there because my cousin's half Puerto Rican, and two of the dudes that were over were these two older black dudes. And I'm just being me and just be like, "What up, man?" You know what I'm saying? But I didn't do that to them. I was just talking, and I was telling like some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I was drunk too, so I was still at that age where I wanted to validate myself. You know what I'm saying? So going to all this shit, just trying to show them that like I'm not some chump, that grew up in the suburbs that just is an imposter. Yeah. Like I really grew up around shit and involved with shit, right? So I'm trying to stake my claim in there, and I say that shit, and the dude like really got a problem over it, and I was like, "Yo, I don't understand," and I didn't understand. Because
of how you grew up.
Yeah, I was like, but I'm street. Like, what is it? What's the deal here? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you be offended? And he was like, yeah, but I don't know that. And for me, I go back further to where shit wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? And I got a problem with it. And I was like, and then I started thinking about it, and we started talking. I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah. He's like, now that you tell me, I know, what you're about. And he was like, that kind of changes things. He was like, but at the end of the day, he's like, why even invite the chance for it to happen?
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, and you might have a dude that just doesn't give a fuck what you're about. He don't want, it offends the shit out of him.
But like you're saying, you've said it around me. I know Josh definitely uses it.
Oh yeah,
and
he's in our raps,
right? And I've never felt offended, but I've been in other situations where a white guy who allegedly is from the hood or this, that, and he says it, and it just. So I can understand. It's crazy, right?
Same shit for me, where I actually get, mind you, I don't have the right to get as offended as you guys do, but I do get offended when white people use that word, right?
Offensive.
But
or you're saying,
or just like even in general, like I'm just like, you sound funny, like stop it, you know what I'm saying? But I can't, I know part of me is still being hypocritical for my old self, you know what I'm saying? But the funny thing is I never really said anything when any of our white dudes said it either, because it was us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
that's
how about
the difference.
this? We're driving in a car the other day, right? And there was two white people in the back seat or whatever, and it's just regular stuff. And they were complaining about how the bus wasn't running because it was a holiday. It was like, dang, So I know it's a holiday, but is it that important of a holiday? I think it was like Martin Luther King. It was, and I'm looking like, and I didn't say anything. I said to myself, I was like, everything that was just wanted to say something, like, 'cause you know how we are, like, we'll say something.
Right.
So I was like, yo, I don't even, it's too early. A. B, it's gonna be a long conversation because I'm gonna probably be nasty at the end. Like, I don't know what the fuck you think this is, or do you even know what the fuck happened? Like, how much shit went on for you to even say that? Because there's a lot of bus running, so you can go fucking do whatever the fuck you want to do, smoke crack, or who knows what the fuck you want to do.
Right.
Maybe just get to their job, provide for their kids. But yeah,
what's in?
No. I was just being sarcastic. I'm just saying. I'm not saying.
I'm just fucking around.
Just being sarcastic.
Yeah,
man. Like, I just added that salt in there because I wanted to say something, but I didn't. I was just like humble.
Kept your composure.
Humble pie.
God level.
Humble pie. But I didn't say anything. I just said quiet.
Tony and Dave, the place I used to work at, they were open every MLK. And that shit used to bother me.
Wow.
Sheesh.
I mean, I work it too, though, but I'm in the type of business
You're in a
where
corporate, that's a mom and pop shop.
But I mean, they're family owned, but it's more.
I felt like if they respected me, and it's not even that I'm like this MLK guy either. I'm more Malcolm X. But at the end of the day, I just felt like it was a disservice to my culture with them knowing that they had a black guy working for them.
Did you voice that to them though?
No, I just stayed quiet because I feel like some things that are understood don't need to be. You know what I mean?
Well, I was gonna say, did you ever? And it's probably not like this. I'm just playing devil's advocate completely. But did you ever think that maybe they're like, well, because it's MLK, there will be people that have the day off that might want to come in and get something new
from a business.
You know what I'm saying?
I should be off.
Right. But I agree, or at least give you the option.
Yeah.
Say, hey,
I've
I know
called
it's
out
MLK.
a couple times on MLK. I don't even know if they noticed it was that day.
They probably did.
They probably did. That goddamn.
Drinking black coffee and shit with no cream. I'm not putting no cream in here.
Stop playing. We're definitely writing some shit. There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
We're writing some shit. We're writing some shit.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Today is juicy.
Hold on a second. I want to just point out that we have
some comments.
We have a comment. Thank you, guys. Your show is getting me through a shitty morning at work. Respect. Keep doing y'all thing. And if y'all need any help with the studio, I got y'all free.
What's the name?
What obviously is always a good thing. No, that's my boy, Live. What up, Live? What up?
We appreciate you, bro.
Yo, Live is a good dude. He's good peoples. We got a lot of good mutual friends and shit too. So big ups, man. And we're glad because that's the whole purpose. A lot of people have shitty ass mornings. We're here to help you get through it. Whether you laugh or find something interesting, whatever the case may be. That's what we do. And keep in mind too, you can always give a call in if you ever want to talk. Maybe we'll set up something where we have a more set up like interview thing with you, hear what you got going on, what you're promoting, and all that good shit. Big ups, respects.
Appreciate you and gratitude, brother.
So yeah. So let's do this though. I didn't realize that it is already 11 o'clock or just about 11. So let's go to a. You want to go to a quick break?
Yeah, quick break.
All right, we'll do a. I got. Maybe I'll just go into the. Maybe I'll leave the song out and just do the prank call then. We'll see. You know what? I'm gonna play the prank call first. We'll see if it feels long. It feels like the break's too long. Then we won't go into the song. We'll just come back in. Sound fair?
Yeah.
All right. So let's do this. We're gonna take a quick break. Don't you guys go nowhere. We still got a good chunk of time left, man, and we got some more fun coming up. Game, the whole nine. So yeah, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Peace.
Hello.
Yes, hi. I was calling in regards to the 98 California Flyer that you had there on Craigslist.
Oh, yes. How can I help you?
I just want to, first and foremost, is that still available?
Yes.
All right, excellent. And, sometimes it's very hard to tell from pictures. How spacious would you think it is?
It's spacious. I mean, it's me and my wife, and we got like 3 kids, and it fits perfect.
Excellent. And from there, would you say there's a lot of counter surfaces to put stuff on?
Yeah, yes, of course. And there's a lot of storages, things like that.
Okay, excellent. From there, it's going to be a lot of equipment set up in different types of flask and beakers. So I just got to make sure it can maintain everything,
Yeah, no, and everything works great on it. The generator, the roof AC, the heater,
excellent.
Stove. I mean, I think about a month ago, I don't want to lie to you, that I put new tires and brakes on it. So it's brand new tires on it.
Excellent. Yeah, that's great. And then from there, the furniture and stuff like that, can any of that be removed and moved out?
Well, you can do whatever you want with it, but that's the way my granddad got it from the dealer, brand new, you know what I mean?
Gotcha. Okay, excellent. And how well do you think the stove works for a cooking up product?
It works good. It works great. I mean, it's like a 3-burner, you know?
Okay,
So it
excellent.
works great.
All right, because I'm trying to set up a multi thing, where I have meth going on one side and then a little rock on the other.
Gotcha.
Excellent.
Yeah, no, the microwave, the oven, all that works great.
Excellent. All right, yeah, I mean, it looks comfy. I like the color scheme.
Yeah. I mean, we never smoked in it or had any pets
that's
in
a
it because
shame.
my daughter's allergic. My daughter's allergic to pets, so she can't have pets.
I see. Excellent. Now, so there. I assume the master bed that's been used.
Well, what we did, no, the bed is there. It's just that we went and I put another comforter on top, so we never slept on the bed. We just put a comforter on top of it.
Okay, so no knocking the boots on that or anything like that.
No, I'm gonna leave all that there. You can take it off and you can sleep on the mattress. I mean, they just, because my back, I had surgery on it, so I had to have a foam on it on top. So basically, it's more comfortable.
Okay, all right. So I mean, you have laid on it before, though, right?
No, I never did actually. I had the thing on the top on it. You know what I mean?
I'm just wondering, if it's just got good bounce for me and the missus when we get down,
Yeah, no, it's good. It should be good, I mean, my granddad, he slept on it. It was great.
Excellent. You think he was banging the grandma there?
What was that?
I said you think he was having some fun, like testing it out, making sure it was comfortable.
Yeah, no, he's old. You know what I mean?
He might have had fun in his day, though, I imagine.
Probably.
All right. You sound like a player. Do you pull the ladies?
No.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well, my mistake. You sounded like a Mac Daddy, but I get it. Okay. So excellent. So I see that you're asking 12.5. Would you take 13?
Sure.
Okay. With that, maybe I'll just test drive it on the block a little bit with you, make sure that I feel comfortable driving it and so forth.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. And then maybe from there, you'd want to test out any of the finished product when I was done, just to let us know the potency, if it's good or not.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, so this is the best number to contact you at?
Yep.
All right, let me take a look at my agenda. I got a couple others to check out. Really trying to see what's going to fit the equipment best to, move that stuff. So, and then from there, I'll get back to you and we'll put together a time that maybe we can test drive the bed together.
Okay.
Excellent.
Thank you.
All right, well, bang, bang, skeet, skeet.
Perfect.
I don't wanna get in my bag, and you don't wanna make me mad, I don't really do battle rap, but I will fuck you up bad, No, I don't wanna be your friend, No, I don't wanna join your clan, I got my own shit, SKE records on the road, bitch. I know a lot of people blind to the fact, but I know all these rappers do is lie in they raps. Word to mother, I will eat them till I'm tired and I'm fat. I be trying to keep my cool, to keep my mind off it, but I hate these rappers. They just lie, 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 lie. I hate these rappers. They just lie, 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 lie. I hate these rappers. They just lie, 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 lie. I hate these rappers. They just lie, 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 lie. I hate these rappers. Man, I swear I think that is whack. All these rappers talking about these bad bitches and these racks. How they put work in the streets, how they bees in the trap. Crazy part about it is they don't do none of that. I hate these rappers. You got shot when the jail now make you a real nigga. Cause you got a little fame now make you a trill nigga. Y'all just some drug addicts with a fucking record deal nigga. I'ma tell her how it is, give a fuck how you feel, nigga. You don't knock hoes like timber, you're flowing cold like winter. Tight ass jeans, haircuts, remind me of Caitlyn Jenner. You niggas lying about this, you niggas lying about that. Before rap, you ain't never sell no crack, you ain't never bust no gap. I hate these rappers. God damn it, it's making me mad. I hate these rappers. Dick eating and following fads. I hate these rappers. I'ma stay on my grind, I'm gonna always shine. I'ma be fine, but this shit is on my mind, so I gotta say it one more time. I hate these rappers. I
I know a lot of people blind to the fact, but I know all these rappers do is lie in they raps. Word to mother, I will eat them till I'm tired and I'm fat. I be trying to keep my cool, to keep my mind off it, but I hate these rappers. They just lie, 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 lie. I hate these rappers. They just lie, 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 lie. I hate these rappers. They just lie, 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 lie. I hate these rappers. They just lie, 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 lie. I hate these rappers. They spending commas and they owe it to the label. Then they bragging on they sauce. They bank account look like a bagel. They don't read the fucking documents that's sitting on the table. They get raped all in their ass and try to blame it on a man. That's some disgusting shit. When will they learn? What will they learn? They wondering what will they earn? What will they earn? They looking up like when my turn? When is my turn? Like Usher Raymond, let it burn, just let it burn. Fake ass gangsta rappers, your actors are bastards. I sense jealousy when you pass us with your BB gun to blast us. I don't care about the guns you tote, I don't care about the drugs you sold. And if we ever go bar for bar, but the whole God bless your soul. You heard? And all of you rappers are funny to me. Y'all hit up Q for promotion and try to get it for free. You see my team, know the game, we in a whole different league. But most of all, none of you rappers ain't fucking with me. You heard? I know a lot of people blind to the fact, but I know all these rappers do is lie in they raps. Word to mother, I will eat them till I'm tired and I'm fat. I be trying to keep my cool, to keep my mind off it, but I hate these rappers. They just lie, 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 lie. I hate these rappers. They just lie, 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 lie. I hate these rappers. They just lie, 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 lie. I hate these rappers. They just lie, 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 lie. I hate these rappers.
Veruca, sweetheart, I'm not a magician. Give me time.
I want it now. What's the matter with those twats down
All right. You know the one thing I always forget to fucking do though is I turn down this music when we come back in, and I always fucking forget to turn the volume back up. There we go. So I'm going to do it now. There we go. I'm going to make a note of it every time.
So, you know, Eminem set the world record for rapping 229 words in 30 seconds?
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. Like, I'm not a just.
Pretty good.
I'm just not a huge
what
rapping
is he saying,
fast
though?
fan.
Out of the 229 words he said,
what did he really say? Yeah. And then mind you, I'm not hating on him.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's not still cool in its own right. It just doesn't really impress me all that much. I'm more about substance. You know what I'm saying? You can say less, but have it be hot, and I'm just as cool with it.
That's where I'm at with it.
So, it's funny that you say that, because I think that's what. Whenever they're like, oh, Slim's back, you know what I'm saying? Or he's even saying it like, I'm back, motherfucker. It's like, yeah, no, you're back to like trying to get at people and be whatever with your lyrics, but you're not saying as crazy of shit in reality as what you had said on your first and second album.
Yeah.
Because you didn't rap fast back the fuck then.
No.
There was no rapping fast almost really ever I heard from him back in the day. It was just, see where it says 10 minutes?
Yep.
Just, yep, here. And then just go down to 4 hours. There you go. So like that shit does. So like Rap God. Like, now mind you, this is coming from someone like, I'm not a huge Eminem fan, but I think the dude is definitely one of the best artists world
overall.
known.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, as far as what he does with his art.
Yeah, he's definitely a lyrical acrobat.
Yes.
But like I've said before, I'm too old for that music right now. But
if anything, he should have stuck like the G Unit days of rhyming.
Yeah.
If anything, if he was going to change from like what he portrayed in the first two albums, then fine. But that's kind of like, even when he had like more serious songs, it still was just like, the original M, like Rock Bottom and all those tracks.
Those are dope.
Like he spit some real fucking gems in that shit. You know what I'm saying?
First two albums were classic.
No.
Definitely. Everything else is like hit or miss.
But I did like Kamikaze. There was a lot, not maybe all the tracks were like my fave, yay, but there was a lot of tracks on there that I really did like. You know what I'm saying? That I still bump, like, or if they come on, I'm listening to the track. You know what I'm saying?
So what did you like off of this album?
I didn't get a chance to listen to the whole thing. So from what I kind of, because I went on, I did a quick like preview on Spotify. It like lets you play the first, because I don't have a premium account with them, motherfucker. I'm not paying another company monthly. So I didn't listen to the whole track, but the snippets I was hearing were like, it was on my phone, so I didn't get the full effect. I was kind of like, yeah, it's all right. To me, it didn't like get at me as much as Kamikaze like kind of initially did, right, fresh off the cuff. But I think it's also because he just fucked up came in swinging. So it's like that shock is kind of like
dope. The intro's dope. I like the intro. I like Darkness. I think I even like the posse cut with 3/4 of
I didn't
Slaughterhouse.
see. I only heard like a minute of that.
But you know what I had a problem with? That there was some songs on there that had like some people that had like some good hooks, but his the way he rhymes just doesn't fit.
Right. I agree with you.
The Juice WRLD song?
I agree with you.
Yeah, that Juice WRLD, like the Juice WRLD song, the Ed Sheeran song.
That's the shit that I don't get from him. Like, you know what you should and could be doing for these tracks. Like, there's a time and place for all the other shit you're saying.
Yeah.
And to me, that's just not the time or place. Like, to me, you're devaluing yourself.
Exactly. He should chill now.
Yeah.
He's made enough money. We know he's dope.
Or if anything, just to fuck the game up if he's not ready to stop rapping. Because I don't think age should really play a factor in anything.
When you're rapping like
but
that,
when you rap for that long. But and I think now he could really just fuck around and just release mixtapes. If anything, him just doing whatever the fuck he wants on them, because they're not official albums. They're just, you know what I mean, just a collection of shit that he's fucking around with. If he wants to still put out shit, because there should, at the end of the day, like if he still has a passion for it, there shouldn't be any reason why he can't. But doing these full-fledged albums, like, it's like, chill with that.
He seems, it doesn't seem, I know he's good at picking talent.
Yeah.
Like Griselda's crazy.
I listen to more of them. They're dope.
Another guy you can listen to that he signed is Boogie. He's from California. His music is insane. Like, it's so dope. It's not even funny. So he should just stick to that at this moment.
Yeah, he's earned the right to, anyways. You know what I'm saying?
That album a 7.
But yeah, so I'm gonna have to listen to it. And I'll get back to you on my rating. But I do think if he's gonna continue trying to figure out like the best way to if he's gonna continue putting out shit, like, you've already called everybody out. Just there's no need to really do that anymore.
The other problem is he's not really calling out anybody that can really fuck his world up.
Right.
That's the other thing. Like, people always give him this credit. Oh,
I mean, he shut out
fuck.
Budden. And then I think one other person in the Kamikaze shit.
I mean, didn't Joe Budden retire though?
Yeah, but right.
Yeah, but that don't mean shit.
It don't?
Not really. He had just retired. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he don't still have it in him to write. And he talked a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. He always talks shit.
Right. So, mind you, I'm a Budden fan personally.
Yeah, me
you know
too.
What I mean?
Because
I like a lot of his music.
You and Mike.
I beat the death out of this.
That Mood Music series.
Yo, just the first track on that shit, just like doom. That's some real shit.
He's one of those artists that write through depression. Well, Eminem does the same thing.
Yeah, a lot of artists do, which is nothing wrong with that.
I think, honestly, Joe Budden's as just like when he's making his songs, like the first track off Mood Music, Are You in That Mood Yet? I think it's actually called. You know, for the most part, I like Budden's better as an artist than M. I just think when it comes to battling, I think if M really wants to, like, say, this is the way I kind of look at it. I think he would do if he gets at you and you come back and actually like shit on him. I think then you would really unlock some shit. I can see him really coming back with some like, wow.
I could tell you right now,
but
anybody in Slaughterhouse will murder him.
I don't necessarily disagree with you, but I don't know if
Crooked.
I think if you get something in me feels if you just get M to a certain level. Like, really, then the floodgates are off, and he will just say some really brutal shit, and you're just like, that's not even right. Like, you shouldn't even be saying that. That's how fucked up it is.
Might know
you know what I'm saying?
Like, hey.
I think he holds back a lot in reality, because he does kind of a fucked up brain, you know, and he's a funny dude. Like, he's a really funny dude. Like, I've seen a lot of his outtakes and shit like that. Like, but you can see it leave him as the years go by. Like, he started off mad zany. Like, I can't find it anywhere, but I swear to God, I remember there was an award show where he went up to the stage and he went to go pull like a speech out of his pocket, but instead he dumped a whole like thing of pills. Just dumped all, and then mind you, this isn't like on Vibe Music Awards, like some major shit for the hip hop community, anyways. And yeah, all these pills just dumped everywhere. He did it obviously as a spoof, but yo, I think they took that shit down because the pill problems that end up happening. Because I can't find that shit anywhere, but it was fucking hilarious, dude. Yeah. That's when I was like, all right, I might not necessarily totally vibe to your music. I was like, but you're a funny motherfucker.
No, he's funny. He's funny. He's definitely funny. Even the songs. And maybe I don't listen to. Maybe that's it. Maybe because I don't listen to music for that.
I listen to it for different reasons.
But you're like really living this comedy shit. So like because the way it works, that's up your alley. In reality.
Well, it's not that I'm just living the comedy shit. I always look for and appreciate funny shit in general. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a fan of that of it. Whereas you don't have to be super funny to me, but having those moments where you can make me chuckle or laugh, like I like that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, I'm cool with a complete serious song. That's all. But even like with a serious track, like you can say hot shit without like saying retarded shit to sound dope. You know what I'm saying?
You definitely.
Like I had a line went from what is it? How did it go? I went from how does it go? Went from
brain fart.
Something like went from bending law and peddling raw to a credit report with no credible score. I'm just a casualty. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's still a hot ass thing to say. Went from breaking the law and peddling raw to a credit report with no credible score. I'm just a casualty. So, like, that's not necessarily like, that's the dopest thing I've ever heard, but I think it's a dope line and it's complete serious.
Yeah.
Just complete fucking serious. A lot of artists can do that shit. I'm not saying like I'm the only one capable of doing stuff like that.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying.
No. So. Yeah, that's really my take on Eminem. I think he just nowadays, especially, he's just spitting the wrong shit and the wrong tracks, and that's primarily killing it for me. Like I said, that track with Fat Joe and
I don't like that
Dre
at all.
And Dre,
you like
his verse was whack. Like
that's what I'm saying.
To the point where it's not necessarily didn't say any like clever lines. It just was total mismatch for that song.
You know what I have a problem with? I have a problem with artists who are scared to tell artists that are bigger than them that I'm not using that verse.
Well, honestly, that would have probably woken him up. Like, oh damn,
That would offend the shit out of him.
I don't give a fuck. Like, if I was a big not a big artist, but if I was an upcoming artist or artist that was, I know I'm good.
I'd rather have no verse than a whack verse.
Yeah, like what are we doing here? Like, I don't want to hear. I would tell him like, listen, I need that old slow. Getting that ass and pause, you know what I mean? Like, right. I don't need that.
This
Joyner Lucas.
Did you hear him rap on that song with Big Sean? No Favors.
I don't know.
He has a song with Big Sean called No Favors. That's his verse on that shit. Like, that's when I was like, damn, is he back? Because it's one of those verses where he just fucking goes crazy.
I have to listen to that.
And the song is fire too.
Another track that he spit a dope verse in was Caterpillar, Royce the 5'9".
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, like to me that he's still kind of snuck
it out in him a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
and he kind of snuck in some of the shit that like he's doing now. Not like it wasn't like just completely like a one old M or whatever M era M, but like his flow sounded like it belonged to the beat. You know what I'm saying? Like everything about what he wrote, everything it matched. It felt like it was a track. You know what I'm saying? But when they're on that type of shit, they always do good together anyways. Like Bad Meets Evil was one of my, not the album, but the first track they did on his first album.
Yeah, that was dope.
That's one of my favorite tracks. Like whenever I hear that shit, I keep that shit on all the way to the end.
Yeah.
I remember I started off not being a fan of Royce.
He said, when I die and get ready to leave, I'm going to put air in a bag and charge people to breathe. Like that's crazy. That's a dope ass line,
Because we hit the trees harder than Vietnamese people.
He's evil. He's bad like Steve Seagal. Yeah. Against the law because I don't agree with police neither.
Shit, me neither.
We ain't eager to be legal. So please leave me the keys, you Jeep Eagle. I breathe either in 3 lethal amounts.
And I stab myself in the knee with a disease needle.
All right, I'm out rapping all this shit. But that
you could hear how ill that is.
That shit's dope. and he's not, you know, and he's like being silly, but he's not being silly. Like he's like kind of saying it like, I may just be this crazy motherfucker.
Yeah. Conceptually, it was dope. The lyrics were dope.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, those first 2 albums were insane. And even all those freestyles.
But you know what? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But see, and this is the crazy thing to me. Like, people think at the end of the day, I understand if an artist themselves wants to grow and evolve and try different things and become, you know, I don't know, to another level. But, like, to me, if shit was still put out like that, I would be a happy individual. I don't really think it needed to change. I'm not saying there can't be other lanes for what people, you know, may or may not want to hear. And sometimes there's different times. Like, you know, if you're out just trying to dance and have a good time, literally that's what you're trying to do. I don't think necessarily the most hoodest gangsta song coming on, unless it's just one of those, like, you know, chronic Dr. Dre type shit. You know, that I can understand that there's not a place really for there at that time, right? Whereas something that's really beat driven and you're not really caring about the lyrics so much, except for maybe the catchy hook that comes on that's made to please crowds, you know what I'm saying? Like that has a place in time. I'm not saying it doesn't, but yeah, to me, nothing really had to change from those days.
Nah.
Even if the beats did progress a little bit into a different scenario, you know, where they weren't so just all boom bap-ish. But yeah, no. If I'm given a selection of tracks and I hear that are all recorded 2020, and I were to hear like a boom bap-ish type track with clever lyrics and so forth, I'm always going to gravitate towards that. Period.
Me too.
You know, I just think that's what personally hip hop is. You know what I mean? So not saying, you know, this shit again doesn't belong at all. It's just, it should be called, maybe labeled something differently, to where it just kind of shows you like, hey, it's still in this realm, but it's not the same shit.
I didn't even feel comfortable hearing the chick being stabbed and all that shit either in the beginning. Like, where I'm at in my life, it was just little. You didn't hear all that?
In what?
Like, in the new album, he's like,
oh,
as
no.
it starts, he's like,
no.
The chick screaming and he's stabbing something mad crazy shit, like the old M shit.
Right.
But like where I'm at, it's just I'm not.
Yeah, I hear you on that. Because there's like there's other bands too that like I listen to a lot more and felt it a lot more. And you know, not to say I don't feel it anymore at all. To like where I hear the track, I'm like, oh, this is a good one. But like for instance, Korn. They got a lot of negative lyrics in the sense or topics of what they address and talk about like in their music, and a lot of some of the shit I like, it helped me out through a period of my life. But now that I'm so far away from that, hearing those same tracks, like, yeah, some of it seems a little awkward. And I think even the band, you know, finds some of the tracks awkward to now. After so many years have passed by and you've grew as a person, you're in a different position, situation, you know, that's the crazy. But I think that's what makes it so hard, because people want your original shit, but you're just not that original person anymore.
Yeah.
You know, not saying that you're not an original person now, but you are an original person now because you're just different from that.
Yeah.
So it's like you started over again, you know, with a different perspective on the goddamn world, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. Nothing wrong with growth.
No, not at all. But doesn't mean everything else has got to change, okay? Bring back boom bap. All right. All right, so here, before we...
Do you think people ever change?
I think yes. I think people don't change, but they grow. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think in reality, if somebody's a certain type of way, they're more than likely going to be that way to a degree forever, but doesn't mean that they can't work on it to where it's not as abundant.
I've witnessed people change.
Yeah, I'm not saying change is like, I just don't. I think that a part of that somebody is probably going to always be there, but it doesn't mean that they can't keep it in check.
But you know what's ill about that is that a lot of people aren't even who they think they really are. So like, who you could have started off as could be nothing more than a byproduct of your environment, which means that you're not even really that individual. You could have been put somewhere completely different in the world, different city. You know what I mean? Different variables could have caused you to be a different individual.
Oh, yeah. So everything's situational.
Exactly. So with that being said, it's like, what is change really? Like if you were never who you were supposed to be from the beginning.
Well, but I think no matter what, some things are gonna make impressions on you regardless. So something's gonna shape you. So, you know, for instance, it could be a scenario where a kid in the hood see someone at a young age get shot right in front of them, and then they decide that they never want to be a part of that. For you know what I'm saying, their only focus is going to be getting out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? Whereas someone else sees that same thing and is like, this is just the way the world is. I need to get a gun as soon as I can. You know what I mean? So you know, a lot of it's the individual, and the rest of it's situational. You know what I'm saying? But I do think. So I guess maybe saying that people can never change, you know, at the end of the day or at their core, maybe I'm not correct with that. Maybe people can, but I think generally speaking, it usually takes something very impactful, you know, in your life to happen to where you either say I want to or you never do change.
Like Spartacus.
Yeah.
Change the
channel. What part?
Change the channel.
It's true. No, and you didn't look back.
Never.
Could have been behind you and you didn't look back. All right, so let's see. We're gonna do some Mad Libs. All right, but I want to make sure there's which one was it? Where they're nice and short. They weren't too long.
That's what she said.
Is this it? I think this is it.
Oh, that's allegedly that virus shit. That's what I had.
What?
Allegedly.
Coronavirus?
The Chinese flu.
Says you had it?
Oh, shit. Great. You could have infected my whole household.
What do you mean allegedly? What, the doctor told you that?
I don't deal with doctors, bro. You know your body. You pay attention.
Okay.
Huh.
I never got the flu.
Oh, shit. This one's called Homies.
Out of no... Oh, my God.
And it's not that long either. All right, so... And now, it's time for Mad Libs. Yes, that's right, folks. Mad Libs, where we say a bunch of random shit and it all comes together in a sentence afterwards. Thank you very much.
Story of my life.
I'm your host, Frank Marvici.
Story of my life.
My contestants today, and always pretty much, is Almighty L and Brother Low. Yes, they're going to be playing today's game. All right, so if you don't know what Mad Libs is, you get asked for an adjective or a noun or something like that. You just say something fucking random, and it throws it into like a story afterwards, and it's usually ridiculously funny. All right, so the first is going to be an adjective, and we're going to give that to Almighty L. How about I go first?
Yeah.
Sweaty. We're going to do sweaty first. All right, the adjective now to you. Describing word.
To me?
Yes.
Gigantic.
Gigantic, yes. All right, now a friend's name to Low.
Peter.
Oh, Peter.
Plural nouns. Titties. A number to L. 6.
I was going to do that, but I don't want to do that to myself.
Sure.
Go ahead.
6. All right. Verb ending in ing. Low. So an action word ending in ing.
Standing.
That's kind of normal. That's okay. Verb to me. How about blowing? Another friend's name to L.
Comrade.
Comrade. Adjective describing word to Low.
Stubby.
Stubby? What did you say, Tubby?
Stubby.
Stubby. Amount of time. Days, years. 166 years. Describing word to L. We're almost done.
Describing adjective or just a describing word?
Just describing word.
Sweaty.
I already said sweaty.
You did?
Yeah.
Clammy.
I like it. Plural noun, so more than one to you, Lo.
Pussies.
Pussies. All right. Verb, you can do something. Kiss, hug. How about reverse cowgirl? Plural animal.
shouldn't be thinking, right?
Just random shit. Random.
But I'm trying to think of the craziest, like some weird animal.
What an
well, how would I say that? Platypuses.
I should have did Pussy Willows.
We can change it.
Yeah, put Pussy Willows.
All right, you said platypus. I'm not even gonna spell it right. Platypus.
And put Pussy Willows.
Puss.
Which is a flower.
Is
puss?
Pussy Willows.
How does that work?
Here, platypi.
Really?
I don't know. It just sounded good.
Made it up.
Platypuses. All right, so you said you want to put Pussy Willow?
Willows instead of pussies, which is a flower.
Oh, you said pussies. So
Pussy
we'll
Willows.
do Pussy Willows. All right, so from there, place. So a place. The racetrack, the mall, Walmart, anything. Just a place. To you, Lo.
Alley. Back alley.
Back alley. All right, adjective to me, I would say sketchy. Sketchy. Fuck you. There we go. All right, adjective to you.
Hefty.
Hefty, nice. Adjective to you, Lo.
Firm.
We're just gonna put a random name in here for this one. Sergey. Verb, you can do something ending in ing, so like kissing, hugging, fucking.
For me?
Yeah.
Sexting.
Sexting, nice. All right, and a noun to the Low, and then I'll do the last one.
Jog.
Jog. No, noun, a person, place, or thing.
Okay.
I can
Park
tell you.
bench.
Park bench.
That's gonna come out crazy.
And then from there, food. How about avocado?
Yo.
All right, let's play it. All right. All right, here we go. Let's stop this. So, it's called Homies. I've always been a sweaty kid, but it never stopped me from having friends somehow. I even had a gigantic friend, Peter, who just adored titties. Now, tell me that wasn't meant to be, because I adored it. But our friendship only lasted 6 days, partly because it's all we had in common, and also because I enjoyed spending my time standing and liking to blowing. and like to blowing. The two just don't mix. So I set about looking for a new friend. That's when I met Comrade. What a stubby person. We could sit for 166 years and talk about clammy pussy willows and how we like to reverse cowgirl them. We also had the same love of platypuses. We spent a lot of time at the back alley and watched the sketchy people as they walked by. We would shout to see if we can get a reaction. Mostly people would just stop and look at us for a second, but once this hefty guy got really mad and said, "Kiss my firm," that was the last time we did that.
Kiss my firm. Stop playing.
There was another time where we snuck out of the house to go to Sergey's house. When we finally got near, we couldn't believe what we saw. He was sexting at a park bench. I'll never talk to that weirdo again as long as I live. My friend and I got home and ate a ton of avocado and passed out. Thank God and for good friends.
That was funny.
All right, let's see if I can get another short one for us real quick, and then we'll move on. Let me see.
I love for Pussy Willows.
Sexting on a park bench.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sketchy
shit.
back alley.
So you want to do...
We went back to the house and ate a bunch of avocados and fell out.
Oh, shit. How to irritate people. Airline. All right, so this is what we got. We got how to irritate people, 10 things every high school student, I can't read the rest, my best friend the cannibal.
Do that one.
The best friend the cannibal?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds kind of good. Let's see, make sure it's not too long. Oh, no, it's not long at all. I know Lowe's heard that a lot.
That's what she said.
All right, so we'll start off with you this time. Female person's name.
Elizabeth.
Oh, fancy. All right, Low, a number.
44.
44. Always or sometimes? Always. Adjective.
Stinky.
Always or sometimes? Too low.
Always. You just said always?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
All right. Well, so you can still say always. But, adjective to me. How about naked? Always or never?
Never.
Number to low.
22.
Verb present ends in S. Twerks. Number to you.
7.
Number to low.
11.
Living being baby wolf teenager. Okay, I got you. Let's see. How about living being, huh? Baby wolf, whatever. We'll go with. Why wouldn't you just ask for? That's just so weird to me. How about a? Oh fuck! What the hell? Why can't I think? Conjoined twins. That's probably not going to flow good. Let me put something different.
Very creepy.
Yeah. How about a hooker? There we go. Months, years, days, hours, etc.
Hours.
Adjective to low. Describing word.
Regurgitating.
Nope. That would be like an action.
Oh, okay.
Maybe regurgitated.
Regurgitated.
Is it regurgitated? I don't even know how to spell that word. I don't even know if they're... Actually, I think it's you. Oh, there we go. Whoa, what?
What is that?
What the hell just happened? Please don't start us. Oh, we lost all that. Hold on, I can probably just fill it back in. I don't even know what the hell happened there.
Elizabeth.
Yeah, Elizabeth.
And my numbers are 44, 22, and 11.
Elizabeth, 44. Always or sometimes. We said always. Adjective. I don't remember that. Actually, yeah.
Stinky. Right.
I believe it was stinky.
Yeah.
Always or sometimes. You said sometimes. Another adjective. You could just do a different one. Another adjective. How about nutty? Always or never. You said never. Number. You said 22. Verb present ends in ins. I said verb present ends in I. What did I
Twerks.
say? Yep, I said twerks. That's right. Good memory. Number. You said 7. Then you said 11. Then for a living being, I said hookers. You said hours. Adjective from you. You said regurgitated.
Yep.
Regurgitated. Fuck it. I think this is what happened last time. Oh, shoo. All right, cool. All right, then verb present ends in ing. That would be for me.
Yep.
And I'm saying verb present ends in ing.
Itching.
Butt fucking. Part of the body. Taint.
Huh?
It's part of the body.
Just name a part of the body?
Yeah.
Grundle.
Grundle. Family member, mother, father, etc. Well. Auntie. I can see where this is going. Family member, mother. How about second cousin? All right, family member to you, mother, father, etc.
Nephew.
All right, describing word to low. We're almost done. 2 more.
Actually,
after
do
this.
granny.
Granny, there you go. All right, yeah, describing word.
Thick.
Family member to me, stepsister. There's a lot of that pouring out now. And then a random quote.
Random quote?
Yes.
I I don't even really know any quotes.
Give me liberty or give me death.
Give me liberty or give me death. These are the words of a hanging slave.
Damn. That's actually a quote?
That's Nas.
Oh. These are the words of a hanging slave. How can I forget this? Literally.
A hanging slave?
Yeah.
All right, let's play it. Round 2. All right. Here we go. Ready? So this is called My Best Friend the Cannibal. Her name is Elizabeth. I've known her since since I was 44. She always used to act stinky, and she sometimes smelt of nutty skin. I never asked why. It's only when we turn...
No, stop.
Start over again.
Stop. Do it again.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
My best friend the cannibal. Her name's Elizabeth. I've known her since I was 44. She always used to act stinky, and she sometimes smelt of nutty skin. I never asked why. It's only when we turned 22, which makes no sense, that she confessed she was a cannibal. She twerks people between the age of 7 to 11. No wonder whenever she vomited, it smelled like regurgitated hooker's flesh.
Oh my God.
Yo, that fits so perfect. A few
hooker's flesh.
No wonder whenever she vomited, it smelled like regurgitated hooker's flesh. A few hours after she confessed, she made a really regurgitated habit of butt fucking up and down my grundle.
She twerks people between 7 and 11.
She's already eaten my auntie, second cousin.
Stop. Wait.
She's already eaten my auntie, my second cousin, granny, and thick stepsister. I sent her to get a therapist one time, but she came back saying, I don't have one anymore, not before diagnosing her with having ADHD. She always tells me these are the words of a hanging slave and that she won't eat me, but I don't trust her anymore. Yo, that
was
one,
good.
That's got some fucking classics in it. Holy shit.
Regurgitated hooker flesh.
Yo, that's like a thing.
I know. I think a regurgitated hooker flesh.
Oh,
Shout out to all the hookers out there.
Yeah, with regurgitated skin. The flesh.
Regurgitated hooker flesh. Imagine
What was that other one? Oh, yeah. She made a really regurgitated habit of butt fucking up and down my grundle. Oh, shit.
She said these were the words of a hanging slave.
Yeah. Do you think that's true?
Yeah.
Sure it is. All right.
That was
all right. So what have we got? All right. I guess we should probably get into some world news.
Yes, sir.
I'm your host, Frank Marvici, here with my co-anchor,
Almael.
All right. All right. So in the news, all right, who's there to Pop Smoke?
Yeah, he stole a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Welcome to the party.
Yeah. So I guess his mom's put him up for bail, or put up his bail, I should say. But let me see. Let me see if I can get you a few more details.
I'm gonna die. Give me lit.
Yeah, so let's see. So he was charged with stealing like a super expensive Rolls Royce, right? So I guess the latest development, though, is Pop Smoke found himself in a bit of legal trouble. The Brooklyn rapper was arrested and allegedly driven a stolen vehicle. We covered the story. And what site is this? I'll give them Hot 97. I'm assuming that this is their shit and they're not copying. Shame on you if you are, even though I'm reading their shit. The Brooklyn rapper was arrested for allegedly driving a stolen vehicle. We covered the story. Was allegedly using a Rolls Royce he rented back in November, and the owner wants the car back.
Fucking January.
Yeah. Pop Smoke reportedly pled not guilty. He's facing 10 years if proven guilty. He's due back in court on February 3rd. It's also being reported that Pop Smoke's mother put up his $250,000 bond by selling her home. That sucks.
That sucks.
Yeah, I'd be like, how about we see
her son down? But like, you could get 10 years from stealing a car, or is it just because it's a Rolls?
He drove it from California. Got it shipped over here.
There could be a few reasons. It could be this isn't his first offense. They could be just trying to throw the max at him especially for the news story. You know what I'm saying? But depending on how he pleads with the true story is that he can prove. You know what I mean? I doubt he would actually ever do 10 years if he did any jail time.
That's crazy. If I was him, I would take the car back. I'm done.
Fuck it, I'll take a cab.
That's sad, nigga, because he's popping right now.
Yeah, so, I mean, who knows, though, because maybe some bullshit comes out of this that there was never really, it was all a misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying? The dude in reality is trying to fuck him over because he, I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Some Illuminati shit.
No. Could be. I'm going to throw it past that. You know what I'm saying? Once in a great while, I get in a circle of friends and fuck a goat. So, whatever. Is that really what happens, you think? They really do that shit?
Fucking goats?
Or just some kind of crazy shit like that?
I think the goat represents something. They're fucking something, but I don't think it's a goat.
What if they just strictly enjoyed it and they're going to eat the goat afterwards? Like, cook it up.
What's crazy, yo? Every time my girl gives me the pussy, she fucks a goat.
The grossest of all time?
Yes.
Gotcha.
For you, it's the gayest of all time.
Oh, touche. Touche. That's good. Always going on the gay stuff, though.
That's why I'm going to get a MABA hat.
From the best.
Not a MAGA,
Yeah.
MABA.
I think
Make America black again.
Now, this is... I don't understand. Why would you say that, though?
A MABA?
Yeah, like in comparison to him trying to call me gay.
Oh, acronyms. He used the acronym.
No.
He said the GOAT, gayest of all time.
Okay.
I
You just wanted to say
another acronym.
make America black. It had nothing to do with actually...
Goats?
No, him calling me gay.
No.
Acronyms.
All right, because I was going to say there's a lot of black gay people.
No, I'm not that guy.
Oh,
there's a huge amount of black gay people.
I'd say it's not just limited to...
welcome to Atlanta. Like, that's...
Oh, you just called the whole city gay. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that was low, guys.
We're going to cut that out. We're going to cut that.
Sorry, Atlanta, but it's kind of...
There's some other gay capitals, right?
Yeah, most certainly.
Seattle.
How do you know these?
Right.
Because there was a kid that was from Seattle that was saying that all they do over there is they literally get high and turn gay because it's so boring. That's what
I
it
don't
said.
think Seattle's the capital of Washington, though. Were you saying capitals or just cities?
I said capital of gay. Gay capital.
Oh, shit. What else would be?
I don't know.
I don't know. There's probably plenty of cities out there that are predominantly. You got
NoHo?
What is it?
Not all of
No, you got NoHo, but actually, no, Providence on Cape, on the Cape, right? Is that what it's called out there?
Yeah.
I heard that's a pretty, popular destination.
So no ho gets no hoes. We get it.
No hoes gets no hoes.
There's the milk.
We love you guys, though.
Craziness.
Yeah.
Oh, so I do want to say, though, before I forget, to big ups to, not big ups, but my thoughts and prayers to everybody here for you with Pete Stellato, who's in a car accident on 291.
Oh.
So I just wanted to,
Rest in power.
no, he's not, he didn't pass away. He's just,
my apologies.
not that I know of anyways, but just wanted to show some love, friends with a lot of them. Known a lot of them for years, and I just want to give you a moment. There was a really bad accident on 291.
Yeah.
I was actually,
Love and light.
I felt bad because I was super pissed being blocked up in traffic.
Yeah.
And then, whatchamacallit, then I passed by the truck and I was like, oh damn, like truck got fucked up.
Yeah.
Like back end looked wiped. So I was like, yeah, it kind of fucked the whole shit up. You know what I mean?
I heard about that shit on the news.
Well, when you're a couple miles back and it's just stop and go traffic, and I'm getting late to work, I'm just mad. You know what I'm saying? Because
you're one of them guys.
Well, a lot of times it's over bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Cop just pulled over somebody and the whole fucking highway slowed down. No. It's happened on yesterday morning. But because I came to a point where like literally you didn't move for like 5 minutes, just stood in the same spot. And I was like, so I'm like, what the fuck? Because it was the third day in a row getting stuck in traffic like that. So I was fucking just heated.
Wow.
And then, whole change of perspective once you roll upon shit. You know what I'm saying? And then it was fucked up to figure out, that it was somebody, that I don't think I knew him personally, but, friends of friends, or family of friends, So yeah.
Hey, well, bro.
Yeah. You guys hear about this virus coming out of China?
It's not the Chinese flu, it's something different.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like more
the
current shit to where we only have like I think 3 to 5 cases over here or something like that, but it's starting to break out a little bit more over there. And then I seen some shows from eating bat soup.
Guano.
Yeah. But the bats look whole.
I would never eat a bat.
It looks weird.
It doesn't
as
matter.
shit.
Remember we were talking about doomsday prepping? I ain't eating no bats.
I can show a picture to the Facebook crowd. So let me do that for y'all
soup.
real quick.
And that, they're saying that that's where it came from.
I don't know if it's that particular, but there's some other virus that may be. So look like a motherfucking bat. Simply throwing the live bats into a large pot of boiling water starts the soup. Next, some ginger's added, accompanied by a large chopped onion with salt and pepper to taste. After 3/4 of an hour or so, the bats are removed and skinned. Yeah, so if look at the I'm gonna blow up a picture. Let me see if I can actually again get one on for Facebook crew. But look at this shit. Hold on.
See, that's something they should put like in one of the Batman movies, like where one of the villains is eating that.
Yeah, that
would
shit's
be dope.
crazy looking.
Ew, that's disgusting as fuck. And that's like the ugliest bat I've ever seen.
Right. Let me see. Yeah. There we go. Look at that shit. So yeah, unfortunately YouTube I can't show you, but we definitely were able to see here on Facebook, and it's like a whole fucking bat just thrown into the soup. It looks weird as
That's
shit.
crazy. Faux style, right?
Yeah.
Who told you you can't eat cookies?
No, they boil it with the soup for a while.
They do?
Yeah, I think it's set for like 3.5 hours or some shit. So it's not like it's not cooked. What does it say? So it says after 3/4 of an hour or so. That's how long they cook it for in boiling water. But yeah, so I heard. So I've seen a couple of things saying that this shit's causing this shit. So it's coronavirus.
Like drinking beer, the drinking beer virus.
It means crown in Spanish.
Revolting footage shows Chinese women eating a whole bat at a fancy restaurant as scientists link the deadly coronavirus to the flying mammals.
Okay, so I definitely have that.
See, this is the deal, though. Well, because now it's spreading to people that didn't eat bat, though, I believe. You know what I'm saying? But this is the deal. Like, there's plenty of good tasting things. Why the fuck are you eating a bat? Like, why? Why does it have to go there? This is the shit that goes back.
Say what to eat though? Like,
maybe it's something about the properties in the bat or some tradition. Like I know.
I mean, we eat chicken, we eat all kind of stuff that we think is quote unquote good tasting because we're trained.
I took a break off all that.
Well, yeah, but the only difference is though is that there's mass amounts of people eating this shit. This is the first time I've ever heard anybody. No. But this is the first time you've ever heard of it. I think it would have been on some show of
bat soup.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's on a show.
Yeah, and it may be, and maybe it wasn't that widespread. But it to me, it seems like we just found out about people eating bat soup, and there's already a disease that popped. It's not like 3,000 years of chicken, and we're just linking it. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah,
just stay in your lane.
Them shits have mad diseases. That's why I'm like, what would encourage them to throw it in? Only thing I can think of is like some tribal thing, like where, like I said, through traditions with the natives.
That's China.
Yeah, but like their ancestors, that could have been an ancestral thing. Like, you know what I mean? Where
I can't dispute that.
Yeah.
Are bats more dirtier now than they were back then? You think?
I mean, we're probably the reason why they are dirty.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, I think we're fully responsible for that because everything would have stayed natural, you know, and a lot of. I mean, not to say that there was never any type of diseases that evolved and shit, but that would have just been whatever naturally was selected to happen.
Yeah, I'd have to get paid to eat that.
I don't. I like to say that I'm willing to try a lot of things, but there's not a goddamn thing that makes me want to try bat soup, especially if it is linked to coronavirus.
You seen the blood soup?
I've eaten blood sausage.
I had that when I was younger.
I've never had blood soup.
It was one of my favorites. Actually.
I was about to say it actually wasn't bad. It just the thought of what it was disgusted me a little bit. But
that shit down.
Yeah, but it did taste good.
Yeah,
Musia.
Are you talking about like the hot sausages? No.
It is kind of spicy. It got a tiny.
But it's literally a blood sausage.
No.
Yeah, it's got rice, blood. It's encased in.
I could never do that with steak and burgers. That shit would always like.
Oh, see, when I eat steak, I like it bloody.
You do?
Oh yeah.
Like literally, like when you cut it,
there's running.
Really?
Yeah, not super rare. Like I still like it to where it's not like almost translucent. You know, when it's raw.
Yeah.
Like I don't like it like that, but I like it to where I would say medium rare in between them.
So it's a
in between medium rare.
Red line. Not
it's it's majority red.
Really?
But it's not like necessarily super bloody red. It's how I prefer mine.
So it's more seared.
It's seared on the outsides, but still nice and juicy and bloody in the middle.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That is the best tasting steak right there.
Vamping.
That's the best tasting steak right there.
That makes me want to throw up.
Best taken. Yo, if y'all cook it well done, man, you may not to say you can't. I've overcooked steak on accident, and still the way way I cooked it still made it juicy in the middle, but it still doesn't taste as good as one that's got some. So that's why you're supposed to eat that shit. You know what I'm saying? To get the full flavors and everything out of it. And mind you, back in the day when they were cooking that shit, they were cooking in open fires. You know what I'm saying? So believe you me, that shit was still bloody a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Was, yeah.
But again, to each your own. However you eat your shit, you eat your shit. I'm not one to judge. I'm just saying there's some things like you don't do. You know, you don't overcook a steak. You don't
eat bat soup.
You don't eat bat soup. And there's the milk.
And there's the milk. With the bat. Whoa.
That's crazy. Bat soup. Well, I think on that note, we're going to end the show right on bat soup. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we pretty much got through everything today. It's a pretty good job.
Oh, Akon. We got to shout out Akon before we go.
Oh, yeah, Akon with the...
Akon built his own city out in, I think, Senegal. It's called Akon City. And they use their own currency called the A-Coin. So shout outs to him for stepping up and starting to rebuild.
That's why things, people should have success, what they should do with success. I'm not saying give all your success away.
Right.
Because, obviously you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Right. But you don't need a fucking whole, if you have like in the hundreds of millions and into the billions, like you got enough. Like give back. The people you made that money.
Give back.
You know what I'm saying?
Even when you don't have that much, you should still be giving at least 5 to 10% to some sort of cause.
So you think these iPhone prices should go down a little bit, right? Or start giving back to us?
Who am I to tell them what they should be pricing things?
Because that shit's optional to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily a necessity.
That's true.
Yeah.
But, so we're out this bitch.
We're out of here.
We should be back next Thursday, no problems. It just happened to be things had to get switched around for this week. So, yeah, we should be good for normal schedule. And we'll have some more fucking awesome show with some funny shit. All right. So, yeah, you guys all have a great night or a great day, I should say. I always forget we do the show in the morning. And we'll see you next week.
Love you guys. Peace.
You know what? Actually, hold on. Hold that thought. I don't think I ever put a closing song on. So you know what? It's not a new track, but we're gonna close out to some Frank White and some Golden Boy. All right, that's where we're closing out to.
Oldie but goodie.
Yes, we're out this bitch. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Yeah, Umbrella Corp. Yeah. Thought we was gone? Nah, man. Must be stupid.
I see you,
Show you how to do it.
Where's their at, man?
Get him, Golden.
Fuck the haters.
Come on.
I hear I'm on some different shit. Why am I so different? Y'all niggas on my dick, that's all. Won't you find a different prick? You can call it ignorant. I prefer niggerish. This white man's world keeps spinning off of nigga shit. Frank be on that suit and tie. I be on that do or die. Fresh to death, jumping out the window, fly suicide. Who am I? Mr. Fine, I attract chocha. I used to do for others, now I do what I'm supposed to. My ego can't fly amongst vultures. If I did have a chip, it get eaten off my shoulder. As far as going hard, what's a pebble to a boulder? A rebel or a soldier, fuck whatever that they told you. I need the skywalk, so I'm rolling up the Yoda. Peaceful like the Buddha, like a geek on his computer. Puffing reefer, stuffing heaters in the hands of the shooters. The cat's out the bag if the grams are with the Ruger. For the niggas in the game, don't change. Just adapt and vote umbrella for the rain. When we win the campaign, we gon' send you champagne. If you can't take the heat, then you know LeBron James.
Why your cats love to hate me, so I would never get along. Why your shorty hear my music and she love to sing along. Why you mean mugging doggy like you feel like something wrong. Let me know I put that chamber up and smoke just like a bomb. They call me Mr. White cause I'm a reservoir dog. Never run from a man unless that man is the law. But yo, real talk son, I've never done a bid. Cause I'm smart, I caught once and never caught again. That's my motto. I get drunk and swing bottles. You don't ever wanna fuck with me unless you really got to. Cause if you're feeling lucky, sonny, you should play the lotto. Cause the stainless in your face is like a shiny new Movado. I only puff on weed that be green like avocado. I've been reeking like tequila with Perico in my nostril. Spitting for the riches and some bitches in my grotto. Till I'm sitting in a cherry whip with a custom throttle. Yeah, I spit slick. Call me Rick the Ruler. I keep that iron man like Robert Downey Jr. And I've been fucking bitches like I wrote the Kama Sutra. And I've been getting stoned like I'm looking at Medusa. I need a Dutch or a zigzag paper. Bring the green to the party. You can call me Ralph Nader. Dog, I'm really hungry and I need to get my cake up. Fuck cop and ice. I'm pulling heist out on Jacob. The shit be too easy. Leave red dots on foes like they're chilling out in Fiji. Please, Lord, believe me. None of y'all can see me. Spitting hunting for a milli till my chest is all wheezy. Yeah, Umbrella Corp.